Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. No, that's the music completely off. That's not what I wanted. That'll do. And that's about as quiet as we can have the music. Hello, how is everybody doing? Welcome to the Duns and
God, she
Duns.
said yes. As soon as I saw you, I knew you were special because my titties began to tingle.
Thank you very much, Shark Dog, and thank you very much for the Moldova time too. Let me go and say hello to everyone. Hello, Nemit. Hello, Jub. Jade, thank you very much for the streak of streams. Hello, Garn. Hello, Shark Dog. Hello, everybody. So we are down. We're down a week, and Garn isn't feeling 100%, so Garn will be here. And M hasn't arrived yet, but we still have 3 people, so we've got enough. And hopefully M will arrive at some point. We will see. The time is the same every time, just so everyone is aware. But we will see. If anyone pops into the stream and needs to know who is who, you can do !who and !D&D for all the sound alerts, etc., will be muted during the stream. It's just so it doesn't disrupt the flow or interrupt or anything like that, which is fine during a normal stream, but during D&D it just isn't great. The it'll have to do principle, sort of, kinda, a little bit, but it's fine. We'll get it working. We will get it working. In terms of announcements, I don't think there's any other announcements. The VOD should be up by tomorrow at the latest, but if not, we'll see, because it might be up tonight. I have no idea. I'll just try my best. But we got to do a summary because, of course, Jade wasn't here last week, so we need to remind Jade of everything that happened. Gwen, thank you very much for the 80 stream streak. Gwen has got the high. I think Gwen now has a high score. Jub, you can confirm. Does Gwen have the high score? I think so, but Jub is the only other contender, so. Tied with you. Oh, it's a tie now. It's a tie, is it? Okay. I spy an M online. It just says she's away, so hopefully we'll have her in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to get over to the other one, and we are going to get a summary done. We are going to do the intro and all these other things, and then we will get going. We'll see how long this one's going to go. It's not going to be a long session, I don't think, because just like the story flow once the Hali Ashnok hits kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm sorry, Jade. I didn't do it on purpose. Hello, Poke. Hello. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the right thing. Here we are, the wonderful world. Oh, there's the wonderful a little icon that Garn made for the party. We should definitely do getting a new one of those done. I also just have realized that. There we go. So we shouldn't get any dice rolls. I'll get over to the right thing and say hi to everyone. Hello, everybody. I believe you. Oh, well, I didn't unmute
I
you.
believe
Now
in a
you're
thing
unmuted.
called love.
Well, that wasn't unmuted, so that was that at least.
Hi everyone, I'm EP.
Guitar.
Well, we got 7 people technically, so we can all assign a dwarf to ourselves if we want.
7?
Wait, what?
Well, no, there's 7 people in OwO in total. Because there's 6 players and me.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
We can each be one of the dwarves if you want. And Jade's bagged EP.
I think you're Doc.
You think I'm Doc? Why would you say that?
Yeah, you're the. Of course you're Doc.
Because you're the only Doc.
Wow.
You have to be dark by default.
Who's
Wow.
Dopey?
I played the 5th. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just have to do one little Twitch chat interaction because we haven't actually did.
Oh,
we haven't-
goodness.
Wow.
What the fuck, Shock
Ruthless.
Dog?
Who's
Destroyed.
unlikable and grumpy?
Moi. I'm okay
Apparently
with
But
that.
Hog.
you're not unlikable and grumpy.
I'm grumpy though.
Yeah,
You're
but
not grumpy though.
understandable reason, and you're not always grumpy.
No,
No,
you're
that's true.
dark. You have to be dark because nobody else can be dark.
Yeah. I
None
do
of
have to
us
do
are
one.
qualified.
Poke, you should introduce your
Oh.
party to gelatinous cubes. Sorry, I'm just offering a suggestion.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, Dan, yes.
Then if you're like this cube, then
You are
Shadow.
grumpy. I wasn't going to say it, but you said it, so yes.
Is one of
Yeah,
the
someone
dwarves
had to-
brick? Garn is brick. We love Garn brick. Okay, so I spied an M is away now, so M is alive. I will do another
Maybe she'll
pieces.
show up within the next hours.
We do another
Is
pieces.
there any Overwatch today?
I don't know. I don't follow it.
Why?
Why would I watch any competitive esport or just sport? I got enough D&D streams I have to catch up on. I don't have time for sports.
Competitive D&D.
Okay, so let us go into a summary to assist those who were not present before. Last
An
time,
odd siren.
yeah, there's just a whale on the
Pardon.
wind. Well, I mean, maybe there could be. Last time, our party continued on their journey in the airship towards the city of Haliashnar. I don't know why I emphasized it in that particular way, but here we are. Haliashnar. Put the emphasis wherever you want in that, if you want. The ship encountered some rough weather along the way. The party just going about their daily activity. But actually, no, sorry, before the rough weather. It was before the rough weather. Yeah, it wasn't after. Before the rough weather, you were interrupted in your journey by an entity on an armchair floating around the ship, who seemingly was just trying to start stuff. Olin told you that they were the god of curiosity, and apparently were interested in you. So there you go.
And apparently just look like Mephistopheles.
Nah, no, never. Definitely not.
No, definitely not. Okay, sorry.
Unique, not inspired by anything whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
Then, when they eventually left in the evening, some bad weather came in. Oh, yeah, sorry, no. That, I know, is in one of your notes, so I don't need to remind you. The thing that happened at the end that wasn't resolved because it started snowing. That's fine. Then, during the blizzard, Aira wanted to, or tried to speak with the girl to no avail, and spoke to Olin about it, and Olin proposed anchoring at one of the mountains and allowing you to go onto land, because it appears as though fey creatures might have difficulty on airship, or like manifesting on airships. Well, I mean, sometimes they do.
Silly fey creatures.
Silly fey creatures, who would have thunk it? So they landed at a mountain. Aira went exploring along the mountain, eventually encountered a cave, which had a fairy circle, and also she encountered
A furry
her first...
circle?
A fairy circle, yeah. She encountered her first airshire, which, for the quickness of description, are yordle-like creatures. But they aren't, because they're mine, they're distinct, unique, and copyright-free. But for all of yours and expediency, they look like yordles. And the Yeti-looking airshire kind of informed to you that you were royalty in their eyes. You eventually
Yeah.
summoned the girl who did probably one of the things that I'm most proud of DMing. Extremely quickly said that they were your parent and then disappeared as quickly as they possibly could with enormous
love that.
embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Aira then went and apologized to Olin for various things. And we carried on the day until the very end
I
of the...
missed a lot.
You did. But Aira hasn't
Oh,
told anybody
we're
that
not
yet.
even close.
Yeah, Aira hasn't told you that. And then you heard some rumblings of this before. I think Roz did, but you all heard it the second time. But there was...
I heard first time I told it to go away.
Yeah.
Okay, but you heard that there are very distant roars from the ship. At like Big Daddy Roz is what the roar is like. If you scaled up Roz's roar.
Yeah, the way I wrote it down was, when Roz heard it, he felt it in his bones.
True.
And then I wrote down, oh shit, Dad's home from the store and they were out of cigarettes.
And that is where we will begin. We are at the beginning of the next day. The weather is still bad, but this is day 4 of travel. You probably have another... maybe... Well, with the weather, you'd be looking more at 3 days because you have been slowed down considerably by the snow because Olin won't take the ship super fast through that. Because it's very dangerous and you could crash into mountains, which I assume you would all rather not do.
From a simply practical perspective, yes.
Some people are cowards. They don't want to drive into mountains in airships, shaking and crying.
Yeah, Olin. Olin's a coward.
Yes, they are. They're not an unwarranted coward. They're a coward when necessary.
Coward.
Olin hits the go-go juice and you crash into a mountain and everybody dies in a fiery inferno.
At least it was fun.
For about 5 minutes. Whee! Oh no! The burning, the explosion, the rock. Yeah. So there you all are. What would you like to do upon hearing strange roar in the distance?
Tell her to shut up again.
What was that? It needs also EP.
Given how Roz heard and or felt that, it's just like, I'm gonna go talk to Olin. I had to look at my paper.
Yeah.
See if they heard that.
Olin is kind of, sort of, it seems to be looking out from the deck of the ship.
Oh, not up high. Okay.
No, not this time.
That makes it a lot easier. So, did you hear that too?
I am afraid I did.
Uh-huh.
I...
You what?
I come over as well and go, I heard that earlier. But further away. I told it to go away. It didn't listen.
Oh, good. It's getting closer.
Well, it's also possible that we're getting closer rather than it's getting closer.
It's a matter of semantics, and it doesn't matter once whatever it is gets here.
That is true. Well, I have a fairly good idea of what it is. I didn't think we would have to worry about them until much closer to the ruins of Crankaran, but I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong.
Fantastic. Would you mind sharing with the class?
Okay. Well, how good are you all with mythological creatures that might be real?
It sounded like bigger me.
That would be a very apt description.
Rat.
So?
You have a big brother?
No.
More like a big uncle
Maybe?
or an aunt.
Let's call this a distant relation.
Yes.
Oh, the family member we don't talk about. Okay.
Yeah, the one that comes over and wrecks the place. Just because.
Susan.
Yes. So I am aware that this is going to sound very bad, and I happily understand that none of you want this, but dragons are in fact not extinct. They are alive and well. They just don't make themselves known to you very much anymore.
Fair, they probably don't want the attention.
I think they want the attention.
These ones are a little bit different.
In what manner?
These this is I apologize. You have to learn of dragons and of dragon politics all in one afternoon.
Dragons have politics.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Anyway, these dragons are the brood of a dragon, and I'm going to spell this for you, called Schmoktagel.
Schmuck the gal.
Schmucky.
Oh, Schmucky. Always at it.
Who is rather more serious of a dragon than others, and she's of the opinion that it's about time that dragons put themselves back on top. Now,
I
Okay.
see.
there are dragons that disagree with her.
I imagine so. Ones that value not having armies at their doorstep.
Yes. Thankfully, for the moment, the Empire of Crankaran has been able to, let's just say, contain the issue, but we are, of course, flying through their lands, and so here be dragons?
I've read
Uh,
about the dragon mythology. I know they come different colors. What color is Schmucktigo? You know?
Schmoktagel is, well, think of her as many colors. She is from a very, very long time ago, from before this world. She's one of the most ancient dragons.
Rainbow dragon.
Sort of like that. More, she just blasts force. Think magic, but
Oh,
unelemented.
I see.
like you, Ross.
And then it's oh god. Okay. Right.
Maybe it is a relative of yours.
Does anyone else on the ship speak Thrag?
No.
I don't
Ross
know
is-
what anybody else.
I
Just
think,
looking straight at Olin.
I
Oh,
think
Olin
Ursuline
speaks it.
might be
yes.
able to. But
Sorry.
I think Ursuline can. But
I would not. Understood, but
This
no.
is Olin is going to say, I think the best thing that we could probably do here is avoid having to have a conversation with them.
Agreed. Absolutely 100% agreed. That is the best plan ever. But we all know how plans work.
We throw something at them?
No, that's okay. That's your general plan for everything, which is fine. But plans rarely survive unchanged.
Well, I have a way to assist with that plan. And Olin goes to the side of the ship, and they put their hands on the side of the ship, and you can see basically a shimmering kind of mirror effect goes up from the side of the ship and over the ship, but like you can still see out just fine.
Hmm.
Marco,
Does this shimmering effect block anything, or does snow still come through?
Snow still comes through.
Okay. So, Roswell asked Olin, I take it we're more or less invisible right now.
Of a sort. Doing invisibility on the whole ship would just honestly be way more effort than you need. It's basically we're not important now. As far as people looking at us, they'll just think, "Oh, there's a bird."
I think you're important,
Okay.
Olin.
In this instance, I would rather
Go.
not be.
All right.
Oh, well, you're adequate?
Yes. See, sparrows are adequate, but dragons aren't generally changing their flight paths to intercept sparrows.
Fair. I'm going to distract myself until I perhaps hear another one of those roars, I think. Which I suspect I will. They carry quite well. And he just sort of gives a shiver.
So we need
Hey,
more.
there's a bunch of snow on the deck. How about I clear that off? Do you have a shovel for snow?
Or a broom?
There's several brooms. The unseen servants will do it, but if you want to,
Sometimes the simplest of tasks are good for clearing the mind of anxiety.
then a broom you shall have.
Fantastic. He just goes and grabs one and gets to work.
I would like everyone, whilst you're all just like feeling this, to make another perception check. Let's see if you can hear anything else.
7. Oh, God.
2.
Wow. 21.
20 even.
So, Roz and Xander, you would hear in the very far distance still, the same distance before, you would hear another roar. But with a
Rawr.
20, you also hear from a totally different angle a different roar, a slightly higher pitched one, sort of in reply.
Oh. Roz makes
It's
a
like-
face and stops sweeping.
It's like dogs howling at night. Right?
Oh, I didn't actually.
Right?
Also, somebody else should do.
Howling? No.
Yeah, I'll do. Olin looks at you all upon also hearing it and says, I think that their territory may have increased somewhat. I should move this ship as well. Or at least they're a lot more confident where they want to go. We're still easily a day's travel from even the edge of the ruins of Crankaran. So I don't know why they're this far north.
Strange things have been happening.
So it would
This is
seem.
just another one. So that was either. That was one of two things. One of which could be very good for us, another which would be incredibly bad for us. Just a guess. That was either a territorial dispute that they're trying to solve, or coordination.
Well,
He's
let's hope that
having
it's.
The former and not the latter? Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I'm not saying it.
Hmm?
Like, I want to say it, Winnie wouldn't though, which is what like you said. It's like maybe it's a booty call. Maybe they're horny, hangry, or Haiti.
Yes, but one of those we are not likely to see, and at the very worst, we'll just be scarred with a mental image.
Why not all three, but not necessarily in that order?
They hate fucking while hungry.
They ordered a pizza.
Okay. Yeah. So you carry on during the day. After a few hours of traveling through this blizzard, the weather is still going all around you, but you pass into an area kind of a clear sky, like in the middle of the storm sort of thing. So you, for a brief period, can see right away across this landscape. You are in an enormous valley. This is the valley of the Great Glen that you are in. You can see the smaller path that you've just come out with. The two gigantic mountain ranges either side of you, and this loads of rivers and this massive forest all filling this valley. And in the distance, on the Finial Gorms, so over here, like all the way kind of sort of in the direction that you're going, but not like blocking your path kind of thing. It's like you have to go to the side of them. You can see that there is at least, I don't even need to do perception checks, there is at least 3 shapes that you would think match a dragon flying around the mountains, but they are miles and miles and miles apart from each other. They are not like in a V formation of dragons cleansing through the landscape kind of thing. They are there's dragons on these mountains basically.
Dragging these mountains.
Dragging these mountains across the world or something.
Is that two separate parts of a name there, Finial Gorms, or is that one?
That's one. So this mountain range here.
It's one. It's one. One name. Gotcha.
Yes. So this is one, and then you have the Egid Mountains, which is these ones, and then you have the Orenthir Mountains.
I was just saying because it looks like it's a space and not a space in there.
Oh yeah,
just a font, I suppose.
Yeah, well there is a space. It's Gorms is a Scots word for mountains.
Oh, it is 2 words. Okay,
It is 2
That's
words.
what I was asking.
Yeah, it's like the Cairn Gorms are a mountain range in Scotland. These are the Finial Gorms.
Very well. I am understandably not familiar with Scottish geography or geology.
I like to steal my words from places.
What?
It's a good place to steal words from.
Like a true Englishman.
Excuse me?
Oh!
Pardon?
Oof, that's
We all
fighting
hear
words.
Winnie's final screams as she is thrown from the deck of the ship.
Oh, good. I've already been thrown off twice.
There's just a pile of PCs at the bottom. I can't believe you've done this.
I can.
I'm literally shaking and crying. Yeah, so you can see the dragon. Oh, and the dragons that you could see across the way, by the way, they were in silhouette, so you can't see their colors. But I will tell you...
They're black dragons!
They could be. But I will tell you, so that you are aware, there's not a distinction in terms of, like, personality between chromatic and metallic dragons. They are all just dragons.
Like Stampy the elephant. Some are just born assholes.
Yeah. It's
Pardon
kind of
my French.
more a case that the metallic dragons are what I will use for... If you were in TNC, I'll use the metallic ones for, like, the Eastern type of dragon, and then the colored ones are the European ones. But they can still, like, they're still all dragons, so if there was a long dragon and a chunky dragon, and they decided to have a baby, it could be a shiny blue dragon, and that's fine. It would probably just be a bit longer, or a bit chunkier.
A shiny blue dragon?
With blue eyes?
No. That'd be a shiny white dragon.
True. I mean...
But I haven't put a great deal of thought to the mating habits of dragons in my world, which I realize is short-sighted on my part, but...
It is, yeah. Can't believe you haven't thought this through.
There's a lot that could be said about your world. Short-sighted is not one of the things that I think anyone could really accuse you of.
Could be accused of.
You can
Easily
infer that
accused of.
these are all, like, European-style dragons. None of them look long.
None of them look like they're wiggling through the air.
None of them are wiggle. They're not wiggle boys.
No long boys, gotcha.
Okay, Jade, no wiggles.
Whoa. And I really wanted some fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
Oh.
Can't believe it. We're not canonizing the Wiggles in my fancy.
Oh, why not?
Well, I mean, if you want to canonize them, the unfortunate thing is that I'll just immediately kill them, so they can be canonically dead if you want.
What do you have against the Wiggles?
Nothing.
Hawk. They're just a group of Eastern dragons.
I mean, you could have the
They're
dragons
also,
like
they're
color,
also
but
street performers. And they're like, wiggle, wiggle. They do a wiggle. And they sing about fruit salad, apparently.
the only thing I question about that is, well, do yellow and purple dragons exist in your world?
Yes.
I don't see
I
why
mean,
not.
purple. I guess Ra's gem dragons do. Yeah.
Well, no, because that's a gem dragon. So, like, I don't see why a red and a blue dragon can't have a baby. I'm not sure why the color of the dragon would prevent it from being able to have children and mix and match the colors.
Okay.
Maybe there is a rainbow dragon out
But
there.
what about yellow? You can't mix things to make yellow.
It's just a dragon with jaundice. There we go. Solve that.
Oh no.
No, it's a baby of a gold dragon and a white dragon.
Oh yeah, gold dragon will work. Gold dragon, white dragon makes yellow dragon. Sure.
And yeah.
Ooh.
There we go. We solved it. There is a single yellow dragon somewhere in the world. It's not going to come up, just so everyone knows.
I'm gonna find them and make friends.
They're also the biggest asshole for whatever reason. For some reason, the one yellow dragon is just like goes around accusing people of being English constantly.
I can fix them.
That just makes him sound like a decent person.
Accusing people of being no, not actual English people. Accusing not English people of being English.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Anywho,
Okay. So we see three dragons way off in the distance. You can't see any details. Just
you can't
catch
see
up
any
chat
details.
as to
Oh
where
my god, are
exactly
those
we're
the
at.
legendary Wiggles?
When he falls off the ship.
Winnie falls off the boat again. He just like
Okay.
bounces off the tops of a bunch of mountains on the way down.
Boom, 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 boom.
And seeing as these mountains are like 10 kilometers high, it's going to take a long time to bounce off the tops of all of them on your way down. Oh, that's another interesting thing that I didn't give you the detail from last time, Gwen. When Aira was on the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't die from lack of oxygen.
I see. What did I die of?
You didn't die of anything. I think like the elevation oxygen thing.
Wait, you
Is-
died?
No.
Well, not yet anyway.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Hawk! I apologize!
Yeah. So
Okay,
it was
Hawk.
more so that you're aware that like the elevation oxygen thing isn't the same issue as is in our world.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, so...
Yeah. We figured it was a fantasy world.
Well, I mean, I just thought, well, we can breathe on the ship, we can breathe on the mountains.
Yeah, but the you also are at like pleasant room temperature on the ship, so there's a magical atmosphere.
We can breathe
Yeah.
on the ship, we can breathe on the mountains.
That's But the air is still like sub-zero on the mountain, like it's still very very cold and stuff like that. But
Sounds beautiful.
you want to go back?
Well, I don't want to go into the dragons.
So you have easily like as the weather closes in again, you can see like this gap down here between the mountains. That is still well over a day's travel away. Like, these distances are muchos greats.
Muchos great, yes.
Right.
Hey, Aira, you want to do something fun?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna tie a rope to myself and hand the other end to her.
I grab on. Now what?
I'm gonna cast levitate on myself, and you're gonna have a Winnie kite
Let's
for 10 minutes.
go! I just run around the deck of the ship.
Upon seeing this, Olin just goes up the mast with a book.
How high up can you levitate?
um,
How long's the
I
rope?
I could raise myself 10. Wait, how much was it? 20 feet every 6 seconds. So I can. I'm staying as the rope along the rope, really, because I don't want to. Because inertia and stuff. The ship's gonna get away without you pulling me back.
Oh yeah, no, we're still gonna hold on, but we're gonna climb up after Olin without Olin realizing, and then you're gonna sneak up through the top and look at what they're reading.
Don't say what my character's gonna do, but I'm absolutely gonna do that.
No, I mean that's what the plan was. Is all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I'm like, come here.
No,
Right,
no,
let's do that.
okay. You pull me down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, we should go see what Olin's reading, and then
Okay.
yeah, we could sneak up.
I'm
While you,
gonna-
I climb the ladder holding the rope, while you float up next to me.
But you don't have to climb it. You can just loosen the rope as I go up.
Yeah, but I
I
don't think it's very high up.
How high up is this bus?
The mast is about 100 feet high.
Yeah.
I can get there. Wait, no. Okay, yeah, no. The rope's not that long. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay, you have to get about halfway up the ladder.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, by the way, there's a silence thing, so don't have to worry about them hearing you.
Oh. Okay. Gonna levitate up the mast
Mm-hmm.
and
You-
like on the outside of it, I'll see if I can, and just see if I can peek over and see what Olin's reading.
They have a very large book. Let me go check your languages.
Uh. Oh, sorry. I have Halais, Hanshish, High Usarian, and Perlish.
Okay, so you would be able to recognize that this was written in High Assyrian. Well, sorry, it was written in something that looked like High Assyrian, but when you read it, you can only pick out like every 10th word. And from every 10th word, it's a book about something.
What's
But
one of the words?
one of the words would be. You know what? Make me a intelligence check. Let's see if you can get any more detail.
Just straight intelligence.
Just straight intelligence.
10.
10? The only word that you would spot from it that like would have impact to you would be Issaria, which is the oldie blown up continent.
Okay, I'm gonna figure that they're reading historical stuff about a blown up continent. And I'm gonna levitate back down to Ada.
So what was it?
I don't know the full language, but it seemed to be some historical thing.
Oh,
Kind of nerdy.
Nothing interesting then.
Yeah, I was hoping for like some. Was hoping they were a secret like romance novel fan, or something like.
I was hoping for something like ancient magic. Ooh, spooky.
Oh, that could have been cool too.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's go see what Ross is doing.
Roz, while you're sweeping, would you be able to make me an investigation check, please?
Absolutely. Natural 20.
Okay. As you are sweeping, you brush away the snow from the deck, and you find a small object on the deck, which is weird because you've seen the unseen spirits cleaning everything a lot, so it's weird that there would be something here. But you can see that there is a small-ish kind of think toonie sized coin on the deck.
Toonie. A toonie. Oh.
What?
For those of you that don't know, a toonie is a Canadian $2 coin.
Yeah.
It's the biggest Canadian coin.
Toonie.
Huh.
So,
Our
Yeah,
$2 coin here is
that's,
smaller than the $1.
well, that's a little weird. Get a closer look at it before, actually touching it.
So, on the face that you pick up, because I guess you have to determine which one's heads or tails, but the face that you pick up, you can see that there is a thumbs up with an infinity sign behind it. And on the reverse, you see that sitting in a chair with their cup of tea and their head to one side smiling at you is the god of curiosity that you saw before. But in relief on a coin. But it's a very good likeness, do you have to say.
All right, I'm just writing down what this is.
Yeah, no.
Huh. Interesting. That's the word he used, wasn't it? Suppose that's one way to keep tabs on us. Oh well. Guess for the moment he'll just pocket it and talk to the others about it later.
Fair.
Hmm?
Fair. So, you two, whilst Roz was doing this, you wanted to go over and discuss things with Roz?
You see Aira running over with a rope and Winnie floating up with the rope, just flying over to you.
I am
Hi,
not remotely
Roz.
surprised by this. I see
Hey.
you found a better way to pass the time.
Yeah. What are you up to?
Just sweeping.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Oh, I said so earlier.
Why?
Right. No short-term memory. What did I say? I said sometimes menial tasks can give a mind a bit of relief from anxiety.
Why?
In seagull.
Era,
It's the seagull.
the name is posed as a question.
Roz?
Dragons are still around and might be very interested in killing us just for being where we are. This gives me anxiety. So I
You
sweep
can't do anything about it. To kill us, to
precisely,
kill us.
which is why I'm distracting myself with sweeping.
Want a Winnie kite?
Oh, thank you. Not right now. Perhaps another time.
Aw. It's okay, Winnie.
Sad kite noises.
I've just
You want-
updated my notes from Winnie is a kite to Winnie is a very good kite.
No, I am the best kite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and before I forget, he pulls that coin out.
Oh.
So, this fellow look familiar? As he shows the side with the
No,
relief
not
of
at all.
uh right. You were having a delightful nap. Somehow through people using thaumaturgy to talk to him.
Can I see it?
While you were having a nap, we were visited by the god of curiosity. It's got him on this side and this thumbs up on the other side with the infinity there. Yeah, sure, have a look.
As soon as I have it in my hand, I throw it off the ship.
The hell you doing that for?
What? When?
Wow.
That's not even being chaotic. That's just being mean.
No, he's a piece of shit.
Oh.
Okay. You see the coin float off into the distance, and then you hear a dunk as a piece of metal hits the deck of the ship.
I look, I see if it's the same thing.
It is. This time, the thumbs up is a thumbs down, and the God of Curiosity on the reverse is frowning.
I thought it was gonna be that the hand was flipping air off.
Not yet. Aira hasn't thrown it enough times yet.
I just
Pick it
walk off in a huff with my Winnie kite.
Okay. Roz will pick it up again and just go, you know what, that's fair. Puts it back in his pocket and just laughs and just gets back to sweeping because he really doesn't know what else to do right now. This is
So,
good enough.
say you pulling the Winnie kite around.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, what's up with that?
Oh,
You guys met a god while I was asleep?
there was some annoying guy in an armchair floating off, and he was being very cryptic and unhelpful and full of himself, and he just wasn't being helpful. He was just being annoying, and he deserves to be thrown off the ship.
Not being helpful and being cryptic and also just full of himself?
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't Anarchion?
What?
The priest from the Jilla.
Oh, I don't think he can he can fly around in an armchair.
But you didn't see him not do that before.
I mean, we did see him not do it before.
But that doesn't mean he can't do it, though. That's what I'm trying to He can't. Not necessarily have you disproven the possibility that he can fly around in an armchair.
Rude. No, I'm just saying.
This
Maybe
person-
maybe a lot of people fit that criteria, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, and wouldn't you want to throw Anak guy off the ship?
Be very tempting, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Just wanted to understand a bit more, because I apparently you guys met a god. I didn't meet him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, a lot of things happened while you were sleeping.
God, apparently.
I went for an adventure.
Adventure time.
Adventure time, yeah. I went on an adventure time. That's all I'll say right now.
It was a mystery adventure.
Adventure, huh?
Mhm. I'll
Which,
tell you about it in a bit. Later,
okay,
maybe.
fair enough.
And I just run around the ship with Dragon
Wah!
in me.
All this conversation happening while I'm like like whatever, out in the air, floating with a kite as a kite.
Just shouting at you.
I mean, I think it's probably been 10 minutes of kite time at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. As it once 10 minutes are up, I start to float. Float downwards.
Like, oh, well, that was fun.
Yay! That was good. I'm glad we shared that.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
Just saying. Do you think we could convince? Do you think I could do it on both of us? Do you think we could convince Roz to like carry both of us around if we both become kites?
We should. I start running towards Roz.
Oh, I'm still tied up. Ah! Fall over.
Roz.
Yeah.
Winnie has an amazing idea.
Oh dear. Let's hear it.
I know
Winnie!
you said you'd want to do a kite. You'd want to play with me as a kite later, but like, what if me and Eric were both kites and you could just run around with us as a distraction?
Roz just smiles and laughs, and he's amused by this. So yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it.
Okay, we'll get some more rope and tie it to Aira. Give you the ends of both ropes, and I'll twin cast levitate on both of us.
Hell yeah.
All right. This is fun because Roz is faster than everyone else.
Oh, you are! You're a bug! Woo!
Ah!
So he'll just run about the ship, big old circles and zigzags and whatnot, and
Whilst you're all doing this, could you make me a perception check, please?
absolutely.
I'm low and below 10s every roll, apparently. At least on the die.
25.
13. Oof.
4.
Gwen.
I'm too busy just.
I am a kite. I do not perceive.
So, Roz, you see through the clouds above the ship that there is a shadow above the ship that kind of comes through the clouds and comes into focus, and you can see that, apparently completely unaware of your presence, or seemingly, the entire body length of a dragon, and not like a little dragon, a very big dragon.
Ah,
It's white as well.
lady. Ladies, I think it might be time to come down to the deck. He's just staring up at it. You know,
I assume you have like wide eyes.
yeah. He's just like, didn't think they still existed. Oh, they exist. Oh goodness, they're quite large.
I'm gonna see that he's got big eyes and then look up at where he's looking.
Yeah, you can see that the above the ship is the body of a dragon, and the body, just like the stomach section of this dragon, is the size of this ship. Add the wings, the tail, the feet, the arms, the head, the neck. Like, it's like 3 times the size of this ship.
Oh god, okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start levitating
This
both
is-
of us downwards.
This is he's half terrified, half
I'm
enthralled.
awestruck.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. He's just sort of like dumbfounded and everything else that leaves you sort of stunned, except love. Not that.
Oh, hi.
Just absolutely. Well, this is an interesting day.
Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Felicity! As we come down.
Let's say it stumbles out from below deck.
I'm just like floating down, but like across my arm, like
Like I tap on Ava's shoulder and like
soaking as I'm going
point
down.
up at what we're looking at.
And I look up and go, so?
You have strange priorities sometimes.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
There's M.
To fill you in, a very, 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 very large dragon has flown over top of is currently flying over top of the ship. Our ship is disguised by the captain so that we don't look remotely important.
5 gift subs if you shoot at M.
Okay.
That's Jay talking, not Winnie.
I shoot the dragon.
Oh, what are these subs you're speaking of?
What
How do
would
you gift
happen?
them?
It would be slightly annoyed.
Okay. So,
what's Olin doing?
Olin is still sitting in the mast, reading their book. They have
It-
not come down with concern or alarm.
Either Olin hasn't seen it or they don't seem too bothered by it.
Maybe we should go tell them?
Okay, Ross, can you take us over there? We're still floating.
He just sort of snaps out of this existential daze of his, and he's just like, "Oh, I'll go. And he just zips up that ladder.
You're still holding on to us?
No, I'm not!
Yeah, just ties
No,
them
we're gonna
off.
float away!
Let's go and you
Stop the
both
spell.
float
I
away.
stopped the spell so we
Balloons.
Just like 2 balloons when they hit the ceiling. It's just Winnie and Aira, and they like balloon bounce off the bottom of the dragon.
Well, our height is determined by me, but as we're not touching the ship, I assume that could mean that we just
Oh yeah,
float
the ship
away.
the ship's going way
That's-
faster than you.
That's why I'm like, okay, we stop, we land.
So Roz, you run up the ladder to where Olin is. Olin is quite peacefully reading their book. There is a zone of silence, so you will have to.
Fantastic. That doesn't matter. I talk inside his head. Olin, dragon, up. Dig.
Olin looks up. Yes. You hear this like reply in your head because Olin also talks telepathically.
Oh, thank goodness. And he does say that. Right. You're not. You're not concerned. Great. I'm going back down. Unless you've got something to tell me.
I would suggest not drawing attention to us.
Yes, I already told the ladies to land.
land?
There were some there were some kite-based shenanigans involving levitation.
Oh, they're still doing that. Okay, I figured it
Well,
would have ended
it's
it.
keeping them out of trouble, so good enough for me.
I think that there's some like block puzzles somewhere in one of my boxes somewhere. You could try that if you want.
Let's play Jenga.
There- uh, perhaps. Uh, I'm just gonna go back down and resume being awestruck. And he does so.
As you get to the
Come
bottom of
back
the
down
ladder,
and notice Winnie and Era flown off the ship.
They're floating away like balloons.
looks like Team Something is blasting off again.
Sorry, we don't have a ship name, Hog.
Well, no, it's just you two. You two would have to be Team Rocket. You can't all be Team Rocket. Unless one of the other people's going to volunteer to be Meowth and the other one's going to volunteer to be Wobbuffet.
Oh, we've got Meowth.
True, you do
We-
have actually
Yeah.
2 Meowths.
You have 2 cats.
We got
Varying
we got
degrees
a,
of floof.
We've got a Meowth. Learned a new language. Snarky. Obsessed with money.
Yeah, that.
What?
Wow,
You're Meowth.
hi Meowth.
Oh goodness.
Yes. So, as you are going through the air, like once you got down, you hear through the clouds, like all of this sound is very strange because these noises and things you're hearing are you're in a cloud right now in like during a storm. So like it's windy, it's snowy, it's noise is weird. Is the TLDR. You hear off in the distance a rolling line of very dull thuds. And then you see, like, coming towards the dragon, you see these 6 bright lights just like they hit the side of the dragon and they sort of puff into this purple blue smoke. And you see the dragon immediately reacts to this and begins to turn to the left towards whatever it is that made this. And as it's turning, you see that it does it again.
I think we're not alone, and I don't mean the dragons.
Yeah, but whatever it is, it's got the dragon's attention. And it really wants it too, because that did not look cheap.
Does Ola notice this?
When that happens, Olin would put their book down. And you see that out of their satchel that they have on their side that they keep their books in. Well, they have like their book, their spell book is chained to the side, but they also have a satchel. They go in there and they pull out a little telescope. And they put it to their eyes, and as they like stretch it out, normal telescope style, you see at the end about like it's just lens after lens after lens, like magically slides in front of the next one, in front of the next one, in front of the next one for more magnification, kind of thing. And they look down towards Roz, the grown up of the group, and in your mind you hear, "Oh, I think that Crankaran's come to sort out its dragon problem. This is helpful."
Oh, good. Roz relaxes for the first time since having it confirmed that, well, the first time since he's heard that roar.
Yeah.
Shoulders immediately just sink a bit.
Olin also calls on. I do think that it would be a prudent idea if they're about to have a battle that we moor at a nearby mountain rather than
Mountain.
continue to be, a accidental casualty.
It's your ship.
Yes, it is. I suppose I do get to decide. Right.
Yes, absolutely.
You see that one of the invisible servants turns the wheel, and the ship turns towards the shadow. Because, as you've been flying through this cloud, everything that you can see and interact with it's all weird shadows in the clouds. So you can tell that you're not that far away from the mountains just because of their scale. And the shadows get darker as you get closer until the ship comes to a stop in the lee of one of the mountains, and the snow sort of stops because the side of the mountain is blocking it. And Olin comes down. Well, I didn't anticipate there'd be quite so many dragons, which is the reason. Well, also the fact that you wouldn't have had any reason to believe me that I was telling you those dragons. But apart from the fact that they are mythical, I didn't think that they would be this far out anyway. So I can only apologize that our journey so far has been quite so adventurous.
Well, I can't think of any other possible way to journey where I would have both met curiosity and everything so far regarding full-on dragons. So, yeah, no need to apologize.
Well, we should be able
This is
to
wild.
at least see them. I don't imagine that they will attempt to kill the dragon. It did look rather ancient. I wonder if that's one of her in her court. It's possible. Very large.
Regardless, not one I'd want to pick a fight with.
Oh no! If you
Not that I want to
determined
pick a fight with any of them.
Yes, but if you
you
had
know.
picked a fight with this one, oh no, they would have almost certainly destroyed the ship.
Yes, by sitting on it from the look of things.
One can hope.
Oh my.
Is everyone else doing okay?
Just well, I'm looking at Ava, who's probably just irritated that kite time got cut short.
Yeah, I'm just lying on the deck again, like.
I'm okay. So those. So they're just defending their land?
Oh, the ship from Crankran.
Yeah.
Yes, they have rather strong opinions about the dragons due to their history. And so when the dragons, when Schmocktegel woke up probably about, must have been a millennia ago now. She did rather choose the wrong people to annoy to start with.
I'd say that's probably lucky for the rest of the world.
It's certainly fortunate for the people of Haliashna, who seem completely ignorant that dragons live only a few days march from their city.
Yeah, most people don't leave the city.
Perhaps it's prudent. But you catch glimpses through the clouds as the moving air around, so you can see the dragon in its enormity, like flying around, and then you also catch glimpses of the vessel from Crankran, which is it looks quite different to this ship. This is like obviously a sea-looking ship with sails and a big rock in the middle. The vessel from Crankaran is basically a box, it looks like a stone box with enormous balloons on top of it. So it looks kind of like a Zeppelin, but it's like a Zeppelin with not one balloon, but 3 balloons. And you can see that on the side of this thing, they have these arcane runes that they light up in a twist, and then they shoot out this energy towards the thing. So they're not cannons; they are magical cannons, I guess. They're not physical cannons; they just shoot magic. And it does not appear as though the Crankran airship is at a particular disadvantage against the dragon, which is like breathing ice. The ice kind of like covers one of the balloons, and then you see that the balloons, they flash an orangey color. They clearly heat up, and the ice immediately melts away. Almost like they're used to dragon tricks.
Dragon tricks.
Dragon tricks.
Silly dragon. Tricks are for kids.
And dragons.
And dragon kids.
Is there anything anyone wants to do whilst this is ongoing, or just kind of watch the pretty fireworks?
Got any popcorn?
Watch the pretty fireworks. Maybe.
I don't think that we have any popcorn.
Servant.
Do they have
Can I have
corn
some-
in this,
could
in
you-
this bit
Nope.
of the world?
We can ask one of the unseen servants to bring us snacks.
Okay, yeah, they'll bring you snacks, but no, there's no popcorn because corn is a New World vegetable, which means that it's only in Theron. Which is where Olin is from, so Olin does know what popcorn is, but has no reason to have it on the ship because it's not from here. But there you go.
Wow. Doesn't enjoy popcorn. Okay.
Well, no, they do, but not here.
Doesn't enjoy popcorn.
Yeah, so after probably a good 20 minutes, you see the dragon flies off. It doesn't look like it's particularly injured. It's more a case of it's fed up dealing with this ship than it is actually going to die.
I've had enough of this shit.
Yeah. But as the dragon leaves, the ship hovers in place for a good few minutes to make sure that the dragon has left, like it shoots after it. But when it's very clear the dragon has left and is not coming back, the ship turns towards where your ship is docked and begins to come towards.
Where's Sparrow?
Do you say that out loud?
I mumble it. But aren't we a sparrow?
Olin will just say in your head, we are, but they are rather good at spotting illusions.
Okay.
They don't like people sneaking through their land. They don't normally care when people go through their land, but they don't like people thinking that they can get away with it.
Okay. Would it help us if the illusion was dropped before they arrived?
Oh, no, it won't make any difference to them. They see the ship as it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So the dwarven airship comes to the side of yours. You can see like nice and close up now that the main part of the ship is basically this stone castle looking structure beneath the balloons. And there is a little door on the side of it which opens and a platform comes across, and you can see there's quite a few dwarves inside the ship, but only 2 come out. They are dressed in very, very beautiful clothes. They have they have this floral pattern that goes all the way along their stuff. Their clothes they wear, it's like a tunic, so it goes down to their feet as one solid piece, but they also have armor over the top of it, and you can see this very elaborate, like floral pattern, bright colors. Like one of them's wearing purple, and the other one's wearing sort of a bright yellow with green flowers on it and stuff like that. And the lead dwarf comes across the platform and looks at you all. I see that your vessel was in danger. And Olin
Look at
does.
Olin.
Yeah, Olin will do the formality so the DM doesn't just talk to themselves. The
Oh, that's the best part.
well, is when the DM just talks himself for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's the snack break for everyone.
Actually, speaking of snack breaks, actually, I have to go and deal with something very quickly because I just got a very important message. I'm very, very sorry. I'm only going to be 2 minutes, I promise. So,
Okay.
discuss amongst yourselves for 2 minutes.
Maybe he's trying
Man.
to unleash the Eldritch Horrors again.
Man, that
That's
fight
fair, they're
really
only about
dragged on, didn't it?
The Eldritch Horrors are only about 2 feet from Minnie's bowl. I'm not sure they're painted yet.
They're precisely 2 minutes away from his ball.
Yeah, chat, Pissy Riot.
Always pissy riot.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard you've been causing trouble.
Who's been causing trouble?
Both of you flying around as kites.
Yeah,
Not
I wasn't
trouble.
causing trouble.
That's
We're fun.
wholesome fun.
Yeah.
It's the least trouble they've been in the entire game, I think. They were right where we could see them. They couldn't grab anything.
You know what? That's a good point, actually.
They couldn't say
They couldn't.
something. They couldn't say anything to anyone that would make a difference.
You're saying this like I'm a troublemaker.
You did burn an asset.
What?
The barkeep at the shady tavern.
He was a prick.
A prick with information. But anyway. No, that was just silliness. Which the party needs to get up to semi-regularly.
And then I threw a coin off the ship.
And then it came
Came
back.
Came
angry.
back.
Came back disappointed in me.
Flying around and throwing away coins? I can't believe this.
Okay,
Well, it's not
Look.
currency, it's a
novelty.
keepsake, perhaps? Of a
Yep.
visit from
An asshole.
small god of curiosity.
Yeah, the
I
asshole.
wonder if you could sell it as to someone who might like that, to someone who might like coins of gods, and then it will just come
Wow.
back to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's infinite money.
As long as you can keep swindling people, yeah.
Yeah, because you just pay with it and then you get it back in like
And then you
a minute.
skedaddle before they find out.
Yeah, you pay with it and run away with your stuff.
Oh.
Wow, scam of the century uncovered.
There's literally
Everything
spells
okay?
to do this as well.
Oh yeah, no, I just had to deal with a message. It wasn't nothing to worry about. Just IRL things.
Yeah, just needed dealing with.
Arrow things.
You have an
For-
IRL?
Yeah. So this this
Oh.
captain, she kind of looks over at you all. After Olin has explained to them who Olin is, the captain will ask the rest of you. The king of Aldok likes to know who is traversing the skies. May I have your names?
Winifred Waywalk Nanfoodle Steel Sprocket. Man, that fight really dragged on, didn't it?
Oh no. When he falls off the ship.
The sigh was in character.
Well, luckily it's landed, so he just falls into 2 feet of snow.
Well, in future, if
But-
you'd prefer to fight a dragon by yourself, you'd be more than welcome to.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
just a
I'd-
joke. That wasn't me criticizing your fighting. That was really impressive.
I
It
think
was nothing more than a pun.
if Felicity's come out and seeing us would probably
Felicity might not
introduce
have a
herself
choice.
in I guess it might be future Crankran, but
Crackran.
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'd try in the language because it is what I know.
The captain is very surprised and confused and responds in their language. That's a very strange accent you have there. Where did you learn our tongue?
Oh, it was from some dwarves I hung out with in Malagin.
I see. Well, you do us honor by trying to speak our language. And what is your name?
Tell that to Gwen when I tried to speak Welsh. She just yelled at me.
Well, my name is Felicite.
You are one who I foresee has a great tale about them. If you ever visit us in Aldok, you will have to tell us of it.
I definitely have a few stories.
Good. Our people value truth above all things. Personal truth, of course.
Does anyone
That's
else know
Ara.
Crankran
Does anyone else speak
in our
Crankran?
party?
I don't think any.
No.
Well, sorry, no, I know one person.
I assume
does, but-
Olin does. But
Yes. Olin does, but for other
Olin
reasons.
seems to know a lot of languages.
Ara, like as soon as Ara burps her out loud, because I'm taking that same character, I was just like, yeah, that's Ara.
Right.
Sup.
I guess I was just thinking of the perspective of like,
Face palm.
you know, no one else has heard me use this language before. Like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Are we speaking new languages now?
Yeah.
No.
The captain.
I go sup, but in Alan.
The captain kind of looks at you all. You are a most peculiar collection. you from Malien, you who knows the Owlin tongue, from the guess of my ear, I would say probably the Tiwisogiaeth rather than in Fair or Elwith, but
You
you can
know
correct
it.
me if I'm wrong. Oh, then my ear is not mistaken. And yet, you from Haliashna, all in the company of, well, to put no small point in it, the Lord Rector of Serentor. This is a fascinating assortment of people.
Plus, I got two more below deck sleeping.
Are they too from yet stranger still places?
Uh,
Oh, I believe
one of them,
Erlzalim's from Serentor, isn't he?
All in
yeah.
confirms.
And Xander's, you believe they were a guard at Haliashnar?
This is how you all came to be together. I would love to hear the tale.
Sadly, it's a short one.
We met at a bar. And then this one came running out of woods being chased by spiders, points at Felicity.
and then we
We
each
were
received
inseparable.
we we received
I suppose that's one way to put it.
some degree of that. Then we received an invitation. Yes, an invitation to assist the. Where is that window? There it is. Assist with some troubles in Odrisia.
We have heard that there has been some unfortunate goings on in Odrisia from our ambassador there.
Oh dear. Yes. Well, if you've heard about the kidnapped guildmaster, we're the ones who recovered him. And also the statues for the festival, was it?
I had not heard of those in particular. I was speaking of the tragic explosion that happened a few days ago.
Oh yes, that.
Explosion?
Yeah, the one that you all caused, remember?
There was an explosion?
When you went to search the house?
That was a fire, not an explosion.
No, that was an explosion.
That was
Oh,
an
that was an explosion! That was an explosion!
No, you didn't just light the
That was
house on
an
fire.
explosion!
Not when we rescued Thindigar. When we
No, now we're
searched his
rescued
place way
Thindigar.
too late and exploded
That
it
was an
with the trap
explosion!
left for. For us, let's face it.
The captain kind of like they're clearly very, very pleased that you have told them the story. And they look at you all. Well, for such a generous gift for my curiosity, then of course I should give you a small gift of thanks in return. And looks over to the associates the other side. I think the smaller of the, and then they kind of nod and they produce a small chest. And like just like a handheld like jewelry box kind of thing. When I say small chest, she pulls out the this da, 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 da. Yeah. She pulls out what looks to be 60 platinum coins.
Wow.
And she
Wow.
actually no. Well, she would
Wow.
also give a gift to Olin, so I guess technically it would be 70. Not that Olin needs
Wow.
money, but
Oh,
Wow.
if all of us are needed, I'll take their share.
Yeah.
So like the captain sort of takes each thing, divides it up, and gives you each a gift, and thanks you for your truth. Is what they would say, and then they give you each 10 platinum.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
Free money.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Free money.
A small matter for me. I am merely happy to hear your truth. Well, that you are
So-
not. Oh, sorry.
Just trying to think, like, because the dwarves have been around for a long time, right?
Yes, a very long
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just thinking, like, if I should ask them about the monasteries, maybe they'd have any idea about it.
Well, would you?
Yeah, I think so. Like,
Go and ask
knowing
them.
enough about the dwarves to think that they might have a chance of knowing.
Okay. Ask away then.
Oh, before you do that, can I go? Will you give us more money if we give you more truth?
Hey, man. I'm gonna just be like, give her a little knock on the side and like, hey.
There is no need for that. Our people know of your people's custom, and we respect honesty as well as truth. And of course, if you wish to share more, we will exchange your tales for what you consider wealth. I will be all the richer for the exchange, but I am happy to do so.
Well, I know you
Well,
love
apparently I'm the
to.
child of a minor deity.
There we go.
You're the child of a minor deity.
Well, no, you're child of not mine.
Servant. I'm servant of a deity.
You're the servant of a deity, or you're the child of a servant of a deity?
The latter.
Right. Any more specifics? It's fascinating, but it's quite vague.
Child of a deste. Of the servant of
Ariothnes
yeah.
chosen. Well, that is quite fascinating. And she'll give you another 2 platinum.
Yee.
I go. Oh, one of our sleeping friends. He found some forgotten god.
Wait, did we know that? Was that talked about?
Yeah, he told us, didn't he?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
did he not? I thought
Because
he
you don't
told us.
you
No,
still don't know
he's
about
kept
the
that
jewels, just so everyone knows.
God has kept it hidden for a long time in character.
I mean,
thought he told us
he
about it.
walks through a wall.
You know that
Yeah.
part, yes.
I thought he
It's
he
power
walked
to
through
walk
the
through
wall and then
walls.
told
Very
us that he
cool.
found the. I thought he told us about it
Nope. He told us that he walked through a wall.
because I remember making rolls about the name.
Yeah, but you found that from the transcription that Ursula did.
No.
Yeah, because you had to look up the name when Ursula was doing the reading from the thing. And then you found out, and then you asked Garn. Or,
I thought it
sorry,
was-
you said it around Garn, I think, maybe.
Who's watched the VODs recently?
I could have sworn the guy told us.
No, he didn't.
I don't think that Garn did, but if
Nope.
that is the case that Garn did, then we can fix that later.
Okay, never mind. God damn it, guy! I'm not here to tell him about.
Well,
So, yes.
And okay, then I go. She travels through time.
Oh my god, Aira!
The captain raises an eyebrow. In the sense that we are all traveling through time, or in a different direction to the usual?
I look at Felicity. Well,
Listen is probably very pissed right now.
I like you like money.
Mm, true. How much money would you get for revealing that you're a
Well-
time traveler?
I know you like to learn new information, and I was hoping that you might have some to help me as well, actually.
It's possible.
Part of our journey to Haliashnar is I am looking for information on an object that was called the Hastian Presidion. I don't know if you've heard of it.
You can see that she is thinking. Oops.
But as part of that, I got some suggestions that some information related to it might be located at a monastery of Holok that's supposed to be near Haliashnar. So if you know about either of those things, that would be quite helpful.
I see. I see what it is. I've heard of, but I didn't know the name associated with it. But we called it Ulk's Prism, but it has been associated with the monastery. What I know of it, I know that the monastery was built millennia ago, possibly even before the sundering of Goldana and the ruin of the world, but if you're hoping that I know how you can get to it, our tales speak of a path that leads up through the mountains, and the path is a loop. It will get you lost in the mountains for all your time if you are not welcome at the monastery. But if you are, there will be a series of tests put forward, blocking your path. Normally these are 3 in number, as the number appears important to who you call Halach. It's
I see.
a very dangerous path, and I hope that if you are on it, that you will take great care.
Well, it's always dangerous trying to find the answers you seek.
That
Do you
is true.
know how exactly the monastery judges people worthy to even see the test?
No. I do not know of anyone of my people who has attempted to travel to the monastery in millennia. I have not heard of anyone else trying either. But it is possible that they have tried and they have not recorded their journey. No, actually. No, there was one. Now that I have a moment to think. There is a tale. It's from an Owlan saint, Saint Haltha, who it's a longer poem about Haltha and their companions traveling to this sacred place in the mountains. If you can find a copy of that text, then perhaps you will find more details on how the journey is. St. Haltha lived still 900,000 years ago, but that's much more recent than most of the stories I can think of apart from it.
Well, I suppose I shall see if I can find any information about them.
Yeah, and I'll write their name down for you. Well, if you have any other questions.
Oh. What are your opinion on fey creatures from the other
They're
world?
not to be trusted.
Okay, that's good enough.
You
Like,
have a
oh, okay,
particular fey
that's fine.
creature that you want an opinion on?
The girl?
The girl. Ah, the Winter Wanderer. Well, I know that when you're outside of the hold and you're traveling through the Great Glen, in the middle of winter, you don't want to meet him.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
And
Well-
yet, you seem to hang out with them all the time.
Shut up!
Turnabout's
Captain,
fair play.
eyebrow
I just sort of
raises.
glare.
You're acquainted with the girl, are you?
Yeah.
This is truly fortunate. This is. I wish that my scribe could spend time with you on your journey. You travel through time, apparently in an unusual manner. You are befriended to a creature known to lure travelers and merchants to their death. You are supposed to be descended of Saint Adeste of Ariothnir. These tales. We should record them for future posterity, surely.
And this is Raz.
Well.
He keeps us in check.
I am the
If you
most
should-
normal person in this group, says the purple dragon man.
Well, your tale
Well,
too. If you have spent time with such unusual people, then your tale is also as great.
You do have a great tale.
I mean, nice.
Do you have a tail?
Us-
Just so I know.
I don't know if I have one tail.
Oh no!
This is the moment.
I mean, like,
looked.
I
Yeah.
never looked.
Ross has had
Yeah,
a tail
Ross,
this
like-
entire time. He has only just noticed it.
Holy
I'd like to imagine Ross like 180s his body to look behind him. He's like, I don't have a tail, and the tail's like swung, obviously like to the other side. So every time he tries to look for it,
Always
it's
just
not
out of
there. Well, I mean,
Lucy
If-
has a tail, doesn't she?
yeah. If there is a scribe who'd like to accompany us, that could be interesting.
If the Lord Rector here would permit it, I would happily have my scribe attend to you. You must tell them everything.
Companion!
I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, don't worry, Arlen's not gonna have a problem with it. Arlen's gonna be like, no, you're not allowed to have somebody write
No.
down stuff for you, and slaps
No, it's
Felicite
just
off
if
the ship.
anyone else is gonna.
They
Pipe
are
up.
gonna be woefully disappointed in us.
The captain turns to their assistant. Go and fetch Enki. They will know what to do. and they turn around and they go and collect them. After about 10 minutes, looking very hurried, you see another dwarf. They're like reasonably old, like they are going grey. That have like very grey wispy hair and stuff, and like little spectacles and stuff. And they
Oh.
wear a much less. So they wear the same kind of like to the ankles robe thing, but instead of it being like a bright color with like metallic flowers, it's a much more plain kind of light blue, and then it still has the bright flowers on it, but it's, you would say that this person was wearing more humble attire than the others, and it's the same kind of like medievally floral patterns all over it. And you can see they've got they've got this bag, like this cloth bag, that they're sort of hurrying along with it. That's filled with books. You can see that they're like clutching another a scroll case with extra paper, and you can see that they have gathered what they are required to bring in a hurry.
Hmm.
Yes, Captain. I'm prepared. Uh, I I wasn't really told what I'm doing, but I'm to record these tales. The captain fills Enki in on what to do. Ah, through time in an interesting fashion, you say. Oh, this should be rather good. And Enki boards your ship, and the captain sort of like looks at you all. Well, if there's no further business, I would advise that you keep to the mountains on your journey southwards. The dragons are
Oh,
rather more bold than they have been in the past.
one more thing.
Yes?
Would you happen to know of Vilius Uwinwir?
Owen, well, I assume a relation of the Lord Rector here?
Well, yes. I've I've been told that Vilius came up with some sort of new airship, and I'm trying to help see if we can find information about him. I was curious if you might know anything about him or his work.
You want to know about that airship? Well, that is quite the tale. I
So
will
I have
tell you
heard.
this, that my people, the people at Aldock, in fact, my great-grandfather, that airship that you are describing visited our great city. And I can tell you that the people of Aldock keep very good notes on almost everything.
Oh, well, that would be quite helpful to see indeed.
Well, once your business is concluded in Haliashna, I will inform the Chancellor that you may be attending. I have all of your names. We will await your arrival. Please, when you do come, make sure that Enki comes with you, and then we will be able to create copies of your stories for our archives.
This sounds fantastic. I look forward to it.
Very well. Enki, you know your duty. We will see you when you return. And they go back to their ship. The plank withdraws. And they they leave. There's no like sense of an engine. It just seems to move through the air.
Not terribly surprising given the magic cannons.
Magic.
It's magic, you know. Also, I should warn
You
everybody
know.
that there is a thunderstorm coming through right now.
Wait, in game or where you are?
Where I am.
Yeah, I had it a couple hours ago. Wasn't very thundery, it was more just stormy, but things change.
Yeah. It doesn't look. It might be. We'll see. We will see. Fingers crossed. But if I go away, you'll know why.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, so the airship leaves. Enki is now on the deck of the ship. And you can see that now that like they're up close, they Olin finds somewhere they can put their stuff. And then they come back out and they're holding paper, and you can see that they around their finger they have this coil of metal that ends in a nib. And you can see that that's how they write. They don't have like a quill.
Fair enough, that's probably way more ergonomic.
No. Okay.
I'm not sure which one of you I should start with your story, but
That's fair, this is all rather sudden, isn't it?
yes, I was rather in the middle of my lunch, but
We
Oh my goodness!
That's rude of them.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
Servants!
yeah.
Can you get some food from this gentleman?
thank you. I think.
Yeah. Well, let's boy.
You
Yeah,
can go first if you want, Roz.
oh boy, sure. I'll show you the mess. Mess hall, not the
The
While
mess.
Roz
not the
does
room
that,
I'm staying in.
while Roz does
Mess?
that,
I can make a mess.
I want to immediately hand Felicity the 2 ropes that are still tied to me and Era and cast my last thing of levitate on us both. Like, hold this!
What? What is this?
It's a kite! Pull us around! You're fast!
Ugh.
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 Oh, what a
I
reaction.
think.
Fud wrecker.
Get the unseen servants can hold things, right?
Oh my
Oh
god!
no.
There is a weight limit.
But we are
Well,
levitating. It's a
they're
rope that they're
levitating, and it's
pulling.
just a rope. So
Okay. They can
Yeah.
hold it, but like nothing else will happen.
I like to say, servants, hold on to this rope for me.
The rope is just held in the air.
They would walk into the ship. Look into the
Oh.
lower decks again.
I just go, boo!
Oh. It'll just be me and Era like just holding hands with arms out like we're flying.
I just every now and again just gust to try and push myself away, like in different directions. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah. So that nothing else untoward is going to occur. So you can all take turns telling your story to Enki if there's nothing else anyone wants to do.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Sounds about right. For me, anyway. Not going to speak for anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Enki does write it all down, by the way, in Crankaran, so it's in runes.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were going to say excruciating detail.
Let's get Crankaran.
Well, it is going to be an excruciating detail, but it's also, you know,
Yes.
in a
It
script.
makes sense.
In a script, you can't check the notes. Well,
Hmm.
except one person can. Because the letters, by the way, this is the one fun thing. The letters for Crankaran have not changed.
Oh, just like
These,
the sounds.
yeah, just the sounds and some of the words and the meanings and the connotations, all the rest of it. So, but the script is identical.
Wow, so I can read it.
Yeah, you can read it with the wrong noises. It's like
Right.
reading it's like reading Middle English. You're reading it with the wrong noises. But yeah.
Hmm.
So the rest of the day occurs with reasonable uneventfulness, apart from you chit chatting with Enki. Enki is very cool, by the way. They are
Mhm.
like they have been a scribe for the past 300 years.
Mm.
They are one of the more respected ones, but all of the airships maintain a scribe. Actually, any official activity that Crankaran engages in, a scribe is always present.
Fantastic.
Everything must be recorded.
Well, now that
It's going.
airship's gonna have to hurry home to get a new one for the meantime.
Well, Enki also describes that they have an apprentice with them.
Oh, okay.
But this is not apprentice work because you travel through time in an interesting fashion.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, because that's all anybody ever says, and these people
Just
are
unpaid intern work.
yeah these people time travel wouldn't make them bat an eyelid because they understand the concept of time. So like as soon as it says yes, I travel through time, they're like, well, which way then? Which way are you doing it? The normal way or the weird way?
Hmm.
But do you wish to do any any watches during the evening, or do you just want to complete your long rest?
What a west.
I'll do a watch.
Watcher.
Whatcha? Whatcha doing?
Did you say the
Hmm?
roll, Nimit, or did I not hear?
I didn't hear you ask.
Oh, yeah. So
What?
anyone who's doing a watch, you can do your perception checks.
Okay.
Ah.
That is a 16.
The 16. You you don't see anything other than stuff that you have been seeing already. The weather continues like pretty bad, so it's hard to see that far out the ship, but you don't see like any more dragons sneak up on the ship. You don't see any more of the dwarven airships. And you can tell that Olin has the ship going much closer to the mountains as per their recommendation than you were before. So you're going much more like through this part of the mountains rather than like through the gap over there to try and steer clear of any dragoons.
Fair enough.
But yeah, apart from that, you didn't really see anything.
Hooray!
So if anyone else wanted to do a watch, they are welcome to. But otherwise, you will complete a long rest, and I'm going to need somebody to roll the weather for tomorrow.
Somewhere roll the weather.
Weather
Jade, roll the
volunteer.
weather. I'm volunteering Jade.
Oh,
Roll the weather.
rolling the weather.
Roll the
Sorry.
weather, Crank.
Wrong weather. 67.
67.
God damn
Okay.
it.
The blizzard clears through the night. And when you all wake up, it's still a little bit overcast, but it's a much more pleasant day, and you can see much more clearly the landscape that you are now in. And yeah, you can see all the wonderful mountains. You can see the Dragonland over here. You can't see anything over here because these mountains are so high they block your sight. And then you can see all the way up the Great Glen from where you are. This stretch of rivers and forest that goes all the way north between the mountains.
Hmm.
Yeah. So is there anything that you want to do this day?
Mm.
I don't have anything at the moment.
Mm-mm.
Roz also has nothing in particular, but certainly chatting with Enki will probably take up some time.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, that occurs throughout the day. Your day of travel is very productive. By the end of this day, you are coming to the narrow point between the Finial Gorms and the Egged Mountains, and on the other side of this slope, you can see that there is a very large waterfall that kind of goes over here that flows into what everybody who's from here is the Vale of Huluk, or the Vale of Haliashnar, it gets called too. You can see that there is this great, once you sort of drop off, there is this great plain going all the way down to the sea. You can see the hills and the mountains where you know Haliashnar to be. You know that it's still at about 2 days off. It's not, you're not going to get there that far, but you can see the land. And you can also, for the first time from where you are, way, way, way off, just because of its insane size, you can see the shadow of the floating volcano in the sky, which is Mount Shella. But it's like, it's just a shadow in your vision because it is hundreds of miles away from you. But it's
Mhm.
also
Did
very,
someone
very
say insane size?
Not a moment too soon.
chatting.
Hello. It's me,
Hmm.
Urgent in War.
Oh,
You not heard from me for a bit, right? I'm here.
Hooray!
oh, you,
Welcome.
oh, you're finally awake. It's like the
Oh,
start of
Mr. Dragon.
Skyrim.
That's such a nap.
Just wake up on
You
the
must have been
cart.
getting too close to Birmingham. The fumes must have knocked me out. Stench.
You're still 2 days away from Birmingham, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that was the
And the
dragons.
fumes
only gonna
go
get
pretty
worse.
far.
I think that was the fumes of the dragons.
Oh yeah, you missed some dragons and some dwarves showing up.
Ah, fascinating. Well,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah. You can also see in this valley, quite different to the Aldel, where Odrisia is, this is almost all a patchwork of fields and farms, like in the Vale of Huluk. So you can see the little towns of Periar below you, and then you can see like little farmsteads scattered out that place. The population of Haliashnart, like the Vale around it, is considerably larger than Odrisia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hum, sweet hum. You continue through the night, and I'm gonna need someone to roll weather again. One more day after this.
Who wants to roll the weather?
Oh.
We
I did
roll the
it.
weather.
Apparently.
Okay. It's not so bad. It's a bit rainy. It's not that bad though. It's
Oh,
drizzly.
this is good. It's drowning out the smell of the fumes. That's why I woke up, you see.
The-
Okay. Who would go to bed at reasonable times?
Winnie?
What is a reasonable time?
Yeah, you're asking that of Gwen.
Okay. Nightfall is like 6 in the evening, and like I assume people will probably be going to sleep by like the equivalent of 10 or 11.
Uh-huh. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, if there was no watch to be kept, certainly.
Are there any degens who stay up later than that?
Well, considering I need, like, what is it, 4 hours?
Nurse only
Obviously,
needs
I'm only
4
gonna
too.
be a player.
Yeah, probably not. Özlem sleeps well now that he's run out of alcohol on the ship.
Okay. Well, in that case, if you think you'll be awake, Gwen, then you can be awake.
Well,
and
I'll be awake later. Don't know how late, but yeah. 4 hours
Well, I
later than
mean-
everyone else, say.
everyone's gonna have to do a roll anyway. So at around midnight, anyone who is out and on the deck,
Oh, I am.
yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it's dark outside, and you're used to it being dark. You don't really notice this happening until the thing happens. You don't like see it sneaking up on you or anything like that. But you do feel it because everybody feels it. I would like you all to make wisdom saving throws.
How does this work? Wow, it
Wahoo!
works.
Uh-oh.
16.
I've
16.
consistently rolled less than 10 on
Oh,
every dice today.
no!
Okay. So, everybody who rolled a 14 or above, because that was what the DC
Everyone but
was.
Winnie.
Yeah, apparently. I just like the fact that there was 2 14s. That's the thing that I liked most about it, because that was the DC.
Wait, what
Um,
did the other two roll?
Oh, well, Garn didn't roll, but it's fine.
No, right.
Garn can stay asleep. It's fine. Everyone who rolled 14 or above, or if you weren't awake, you wake up in a cold sweat. You can feel something crawling on the inside of your mind. And it is cold. It is malignant. It is a horrible presence is scratching its way through your brains. For Winnie, you do not wake up. You experience an extremely unpleasant nightmare. You will wake up with 2 points of exhaustion.
Two.
When you wake up, as in like the following day,
Yeah.
because you spend the night basically running through an endless forest as a creature made of shadow and claws chases you. You try to do
Okay.
lights, you try to do things like this. Nothing you can do, no light you have will banish this darkness. For everybody else, you, Aira, see this far too late. You feel this, and that's what makes you start to see it. All around the ship, this erupting, like exploding cloud of black, like inky black, kind of starts to
Fumes.
envelop. No, not ooze, like cloud.
No, the fumes. Sorry,
Oh,
did my
the
accent make that
fumes.
unclear?
It's the fumes.
Yeah, it sounded like ooze.
I heard that as ooze. That is wild.
Yeah.
Right, poor
Yeah.
I haven't got the voice back yet. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Fair.
This cloud envelops the ship. And Aira, you being on deck before everybody else, like whatever they're doing once they wake up, you immediately see Olin like drop to the deck, and you can see that they have a no mucking about face on, and like they have prepared a spell. They
I
are
sit up
ready.
because I'm obviously lying down. What's going on?
You need to get back into the ship immediately.
Sure. I run into the ship.
Yeah, you can see that all everybody else is like variously coming to with like they can all clearly tell that they have like searing head pains. What do you all want to do?
That's a great question.
What about Inky?
Enki? Oh, you want me to
Is Inky having nightmares? Or is Inky
roll
just
for Enki?
chilling?
I want to see if Enki
Oh,
gets
yeah,
the same
that's the other.
treatment.
It's the other part we didn't tell you is we have a dwarf friend now.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah, Enki's in the same boat as you, Winnie. Don't worry.
well, yeah, that's the point, right?
Hey, wait, why am I the boat?
Hey.
I'm the boat. It just selects a token, doesn't it?
Boat.
The bird is now scared
boat.
and in a nightmare.
The boat
no,
is in
the
a
boat-
nightmare.
No, the unseen servants.
Oh, all the servants are having
It's
a
okay,
nightmare.
they're not smart enough to have
They're having a
nightmares.
nightmare where they're trying to grab things, but it doesn't do anything.
So everybody, like Olin is on deck, who's just told Aira to get inside, and Aira can see that Olin is in business mode of I'm going to cast really freaking big spells at the thing that I know is here. But you have like probably like 2 or 3 rounds as this cloud is like enveloping to decide something to do.
I'm still out, aren't I?
Yeah, you, Winnie, you
Yeah.
are unconscious of this entire thing because you're in a horrible, endless forest nightmare with shadow monsters chasing you.
What is going on?
I don't know, but I feel like I've been banging my head against a wall for an hour. And I checked, I haven't.
There's just like 2 dents on your bedroom floor.
I can't tell if I accidentally did drink something last night or if I'm suffering withdrawals. Either way, I feel hungover. But I've run out. Something must be going on.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that.
Oh, you feel like a hangover as well. Maybe we did spend the night drinking together.
I don't think so.
I normally remember.
Yeah, I don't remember having anything.
As you're having this
Yeah.
conversation as well, and you're all like discussing this, you all feel the temperature in the room plummet. And Gwen, not in a nice way. It's not a
Oh.
cold of air. It's like your bones, your soul gets cold, not the temperature is dropping.
Mm.
Oh,
This
that's
is
bad.
definitely worse than a simple hangover.
We should take a look outside.
No.
Huh?
Okay. Never mind.
No.
I trust the one who knows about the cold more than
Ursula
myself
goes back
in
to
this
bed.
matter. Guess we just wait for this all to blow over. Or us to blow over it, as it may
Is
be.
something happening out there? You ran in.
It's just push dark. You can have a look. Just I wouldn't go out.
Yeah, sure. Like, are there windows on the
Yeah, there's
interior?
windows.
Assume there are. Yeah, I guess look out one of the windows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, when you look out the window, you can see that Olin is holding in one hand. You've seen them do it before. They have like their hand in sort of a protective sigil. You can see the shimmering around them, and in their other hand, they have you can see them casting another spell. You can also see, like, from their facial expression, that they are straining quite a lot with something going on in their mind. Make a perception check as well, whilst you're... Perception or insight, actually, in this instance, because of the nature of this thing. If you have one that's better.
Both the same.
I'll take a peek.
They are both the same.
Why
16.
not?
Okay.
21.
With a 16, you would see, Roz, that there is a form moving in the darkness. Even though it's pitch black, there is a shape that is moving around inside it. With a 21, Ursulim, you will see that not only is this shape there, but you can see that there is you can kind of... it's so weird to try and see it because you're looking through darkness into other darkness, but you can see that there is a hand of darkness like around Olin's throat and head, like this enormous shadowy hand gripping what looks like gripping their head for some purpose.
Odin seems to be being attacked by some kind of shadow demon that is squeezing his head. Or her head. I've forgotten.
Olin is they, but not gonna
Understood.
not tell people off for it. Has always been
No.
Olin's policy.
In the moment,
I
it
should have
seems
asked.
that's trouble.
Yes.
And it doesn't look like Olin's handling it terribly well.
I don't know
We gotta
particularly
get out
what I
there.
can do about this, but I should probably try something.
Yes, I'm feeling the same way.
Come on, then.
Yep.
Let's go, fuck. Hang on. I've lost my sheet. Where is it? Let's go. Yeah.
Well, first off, for anyone that, for the benefit of anyone that wasn't peeking out, he'll relay that information to everyone. It looks like there's some shadow thing attacking Olin. We're gonna go help. We could probably use even more help.
Yeah, I could feed them with good breeze, or potentially comprehend the languages going on around it, or speak with animals.
Possibly
That's-
stab it. Whatever it is.
No, it seems magical. Alright, let's go take a peek. I open the
Okay.
door and rush out in support of Ollie.
Yeah.
So
Right there with
this is going to be in like faux initiative. So what each thing do you want to do? I don't need you to roll initiative because it's not going to be in like strict initiative order, but it's kind of everybody do a thing each.
I'm gonna run up to Olin while shouting, "What the fuck can we do?"
Okay.
So helpful.
if I see something that I can punch, effectively or not, then a punching will happen.
How?
I punch the darkness. Okay. Everybody else? Fiste?
Does
There.
is the darkness like coming onto the ship, or is it as if the ship's in like a bubble?
So you can see, because the darkness now makes it apparent, you can see kind of the magical bubble that exists that the ship is in, because you can see that the darkness is pressed up against it completely, and you
Right.
can see little like kind of like leaking. It's like a smoke machine. You know how that kind of like goes in lines and stuff like that. Some of this darkness smoke is leaking into this, and the space
I
is
see.
becoming dark as well.
So it's slowly leaking into the bubble.
Yes, but the magical barriers are clearly designed to keep things out. Actually, make me an Arcana check, because this'll help. Because you're trying to assess this anyway. With a 7, you can tell that it is leaking in. You're not gleaning any more than that.
Okay. So they pointed out that it seems to be trying to attack Olin somehow.
Yes.
Yeah, Ursuline said it's strangling him.
I guess I'll cast Sanctuary on Olin.
Okay. And
I don't know if
Aaron?
that'll help,
Well,
but
it's they'll roll and then we'll see. Aaron, what would you like to do? Or are you not going out?
Can I use elevated sights to try and see if I can see something outside the bubble?
Elevated sight.
Yeah.
You can you post it in thingy so I can see what everything that it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would say you could do that.
yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. What you can see is you can see that there is. You can't see the ship from the other side. There is a black cloud that is writhing and twisting, and like its movements are organic, but they're snapping. So it's like a snake curling around something, but imagine it like stutters and it shunts into new places. It's very organically unnatural, is what it looks like from the outside. This twisting mass. That's what you can see. For the sanctuary, the thing passed its wisdom saving throw. And for Özlem's question of what can you do to help, Olin does not reply. They appear unable to reply currently. But they will be doing a roll against something else. Okay. So, as you're all rushing out to help and you do all these different things, you see, because Özlem, you can see this like hand. You see that Olin is like flinching and wincing in pain, but after like everyone comes out and they do their thing, they're able to get enough strength that they like twist their neck, and you can see when they do so, all of their neck and like half down the side of their face where this hand was, it like just burns through their skin like a cold burn. But they shake the hand off, and they cast a barrier blocking it as it tries to come through. All of you in your minds, none of this is like through your ears, it's all in your minds, and it's very horrible and painful. You hear a voice. You belong to me. You will never be free. And it's very horrible.
Oh shit.
So
we can-
when I was outside and the smokeness started coming, did it come from beneath?
No, it's like all around. It's like a little cloud of evil. That
So,
is,
like when I was out there before it was there, where did it arrive from?
but you didn't see
Did I
that
see
was
it?
what your perception check was.
Okay. I sort of just noticed there was. Okay, cool.
You're busy like counting the stars, and they probably started going out one by one.
Hmm.
And you're just like, that happens. Yeah. So everybody, you can do another thing in the foe initiative.
Hmm.
So Olin was able to pull a grasping hand away from him themselves.
Yes.
Hmm. I
But
will.
you can see the physical marks that are left on their face.
Yes. Yes, from being So there's marks left on Olin from being touched by the grasping hands, but
Yes.
Olin can pull the grasping hands away.
Mhm.
Are there marks on Olin's hands from moving them at all? I don't see them.
Not on the hands, just from where you saw the claw on it
Okay.
on their face.
In that case, I will assist in removing hands from Olin as they
Okay.
attempt to grasp them.
You want to like hit them away with a weapon, or
I mean, I'll be more accurate doing that. I just wonder if it would work. Sure. I'll try. I'll see what happens if I try and stab one.
yeah, just like roll a hit. The damage isn't anywhere near as important. Just like see how well you can do a hit.
Sure. I'll do it with a booming blade as well. Why not? Because it makes no difference. Just in case the damage does matter in the end.
True. 14.
Yeah.
Okay. You can all see Özlem is like trying to like slash away at these shadowy tendrils as they're coming towards Olin.
Oh, I don't have a rapier. No, it is slashing damage. I forgot. I've got scimitar.
Yep.
Just in case that mattered.
Next person.
Suppose that'll be me. So you say these are tendrils coming at him that form this hand?
Yes, that is what they kind of starting to look like.
All right. A little further down from the hand, I'll see if I can try and cut it off the arm and use my breath weapon. See if I
Okay.
can eyebrow waggle, force it off.
Wang.
Mm.
You want to post it so that I know what save I've got to do?
I
think it's Dex.
Hold on. What? No, that's the wrong button. There we go. Display. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, it's Dex 10.
Dex 10.
Yeah. So.
Dex 10. Oh, it did actually. The first one you did do, it did post the thing.
Oh.
See, I have to do it this way because I can't reveal this thing's stats.
Yeah, it's supposed to add like your constitution thing, but Roz doesn't have that.
Yeah. Oh no, I know that it's 10 because it's got other. Oh wait, hang on, it should have 2. Wait, hang on.
What?
Yeah, your dex can't be that. It's DC 8 plus your con plus proficiency, so it should be 11.
No. 10.
Oh, proficiency
fuck
because
yeah,
you're
this
still
con
in proficiency
modifier
bonus
is
2,
0?
so yeah. Yeah, con is 0. Okay, never mind. I forgot the proficiency was still only 2. Okay, so you use your breath weapon on the shadow, but due to its very diffuse properties, the breath weapon like burns into the mist, but it doesn't seem to connect with anything that was actually important. Sorry, it forces into the mist. Some of the mist goes away again, but then it comes back.
It
was
proves
just...
ineffective.
Yes.
That's the short version. Okay.
Okay, Aira and Fliste.
Do we have any knowledge of anything? Like, do I have like?
You can make
Can I make a roll?
Religion or a history check,
Religion or history?
as this is mythology.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey.
Aira getting a good roll on a one of the brain stat checks.
Yeah, I got brain stat though.
Oh yeah, you do. Oh, I
do
keep
have
forgetting it's
8.
wisdom that you don't have. I keep thinking
Yeah.
it's 8. Okay. Are you also doing one?
Sure. What was it?
Religion or history, whichever one you have that's better.
History.
25. Okay. So, Aira, due to the fact that this is interacting with your mind, it is changing the environment around it. This doesn't seem to be like the god that you met. This seems to be some kind of spirit, and you're getting vibes that this is some sort of otherworld spirit. Whether or not it's
Otherworld spirit.
Yes. Whether or not it's an archfey or something like that, you don't know. But it is certainly a powerful spirit from the other world. Felicite, you get all that, but you also get that not only is this almost certainly a spirit from the other world, it's one of the ones that is like the girl. It is extremely powerful. It determines its own rules rather than it being bound by
Right.
other creatures' rules. But you don't know what specifically it would be. You can just tell that it is something of that nature. Like a nightmare ghost.
I
like to imagine as they're making this revelation that it's some otherworldly supernatural being. I'm just there slashing at it like, I think I've got it on the ropes, guys. It's you can't withstand me.
Thrust, parry.
Yeah.
I am gonna go into Winter Spirit
Okay.
thing. Is that it's Winter Spirit?
Okay. I would like you specifically for today, because of the magic that you are attempting to draw on, I would like you to
Hmm?
make a
You mean
charisma
Era?
saving throw.
Do you mean
Era,
me?
sorry, yes. I mean you. I didn't mean to say it for today, I apologize.
To do
Era,
what?
please make me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Hit with a 15. When you draw in the natural magics of the world,
Mm-hmm.
this thing is consuming part of what you can draw the magic from. It is harder for you to do things. You can still do it. You passed, but it is more difficult than it should be in the presence of this creature.
Wait, are we're flying right now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And this is a fey spirit, which means that the girl is being a piece of shit and didn't want to come up here earlier.
That is the thing that Aira takes away from this moment. Good. I'm so glad.
So then I go,
What?
"Aye!"
Water still makes things wet?
So I just shout out for the girl, like, "Aye! Come here now!"
Wow. Who would have thought that the girl was being just a piece of
a
poop?
little shit?
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to do as you're doing that, or are you going to take the whole
I
action
am-
to scream at the girl?
I am going to scream and then just do a gust of wind at the side of the thing where yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. You blow some
Out
of the
as
mist
well.
away.
And I scream at the girl.
Felicity.
I
You
don't
know
really
that
know
the
what else I could do to help.
You know that it passed the sanctuary save, so I think that tells you that there's no point you trying to cast it again, because I think it's 24-hour immunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know that though because it passed the save.
Well, I know this thing's far too powerful for us to deal with normally. um. Gosh, I was just thinking like we could try to do like the Great Escape with the ship, but we wouldn't know where we're flying.
Tunnel under the fence and run away to Switzerland. That was a great escape joke, everybody. Sorry, it was just for my benefit.
No, I
think.
got it. I got
Oh.
it. My sigh was because I was just like, I'm the only one that's gonna get this.
That's the for Nemeth and me content of this episode is that one joke.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna hold for now. See
Okay.
what's happening.
So, at the what Olin does in this, Olin continues to try and push the spirit away from them, and they wouldn't even bother doing this telepathically because there'd be no difference to them. They shout towards the cloud, "I know what you are. I can name you. Witness." And when they name the entity, it appears to flinch, as in the tendrils recoil a little bit. But then you all hear again in your minds, "You have used that name on me once too often. It does not have the power." And then it redoubles its assault on the barrier around, and more tendrils start leaking through. Okay, we're in faux round 3. Everybody,
Am I contributing anything here?
I mean, you are. You're keeping the tendrils that are trying to like get towards their feet and stuff. You are contributing. Everybody
Alright,
is
I'll keep doing
contributing.
that.
That's why I'm making it roll and stuff.
I'll keep doing that. I was just wondering, like, maybe my character notices I hate doing shit here, but maybe
Well, like
maybe he is.
you can tell you're not really hurting it, but you're keeping it at
I'm
bay, if that
accomplishing
makes
what I
sense.
was trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. You're not. I mean, unless
Okay,
you
that does
really
seem
hoped
to
you
be
could kill it.
helping.
Yeah, you're keeping some of the mist out of the ship, which is probably a good thing.
I see. Can I spin my double-bladed scimitar really fast, like General Grievous, to make it into a fan?
Surely,
And blow it
surely it
away.
should be like Darth Maul. Oh wait, hang on. I'll let you do the Inquisitor one. So you just like hold it in the middle, and your wrist just like snaps and rotates in a circle.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
yeah. Oh, I'm so good. Let's put this upgrade on my sword.
My wrist. I
It
need that.
breaks.
Okay, yeah, you
I'll
continue.
hear it with a good brie. Yeah, I'll just keep hitting it. Then. What? Wait, I'm just gonna scroll through my inventory. Unless I say otherwise, assume I'm still doing that.
Okay. Are you okay, so let's go Roz.
Right. I'm going to attempt to hit this thing, but part of it is part of it involves something. If I actually connect,
Okay.
one of the few non-physical attacks that I have. So would you like a regular attack roll for an unarmed strike?
I would love one.
Fantastic.
This thing does have an AC, so you can hit it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I forgot that I hate digital dice for a moment, and so what I'm gonna do is, since that's connected, I assume that the physical doesn't do anything, so I won't bother rolling it, or rather, I shouldn't bother rolling it.
Because you don't have magic punches yet, do you?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't.
Yes. Well, I'm going to spend a key point and use Hand of Harm for a total of 7 necrotic damage.
Oh. I've
Oh.
got bad
Probably
news.
doesn't.
It's
I
immune
feel
to
like
that
they
as
won't.
well.
I mean, I don't know this shit.
Yeah. No.
I don't know what this thing is. I'm trying everything and seeing what sticks.
Yeah. You push this like harmful negative energy into the part that you touch, and like you immediately can tell it just does nothing to this thing. Like, this is negative energy as a cloud. That isn't going to work. Necrotic energy. You could tell everybody as well if you want to tell them that.
It sure is a cloud of negative energy. So that's not going to work.
The cloud of darkness.
Interesting. That's how I feel about all of you. I say, swinging my blade around still.
Oh no.
I'm miming it in my own room, but it
Yeah. Everybody
really
hears
work when I'm
just
not
the
on camera.
repeated snapping of the wrist as it like turns in a circle and then
Ah.
it fixes again.
What's that gross clicking?
Why does it do that?
Yeah, it's like the popping your knuckles sound, but rapidly over and
Yep.
over again.
It's an old wanking injury.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, right. All right, we have Roz, we've had Özlem, we got Aira, and we got Felicity.
Can I like sense the girl anywhere?
You can make me a charisma check to see if you can detect their presence with a 23. You oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. We're setting the scene. So this
Oh my.
everybody is in action stations. They are all like this darkness is pressing in. You're all desperately trying to get rid of it. Aira, in a moment of stillness and calm, across like the front of your face, you see a single snowflake fall. And you know that the girl is very, very close at hand.
How? What do you mean, very, very close?
As in, you can't see
Real
them, but
close.
they are here.
They are here. Okay.
You feel them, you can't see them.
Yes, by the
Then-
single snowflake. Definitely not like the moth with Guahe.
Mm. Um. As soon as that happens, I go. I shout out. I shout out to the spirit. I go, Spirit! Stop what you're doing! Like it. Like. By the power of the girl. I don't know. I'm calling out the name of the girl to try and persuade it to stop.
Mm-hmm. You want to do an intimidation check?
Sure.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh.
With a 23, you see some of the the tendrils that are closest to you of the smoke, they seem to withdraw from the ones close to you.
And I go, let them go.
Okay. The cloud responds cloudily.
Oh, you bitch.
Well, the tendrils responded to you already. Just the rest of the cloud didn't. Okay, Felicity.
Then I
Oh.
go up. I run up to Olin then to try and keep the tendrils away that way.
Okay, yeah. The tendrils are still, they're pressing in around Olin, but the ones that were by you avoided you, but like there'll be ones that are coming closer to you now because they're going towards Olin. You can tell, like all of you, that most of the attention of this entity is focused on Olin. It's not like the rest of you are present, but it's not trying to get to you. It's dealing with you, if that makes sense, but it's not trying to get you.
Hmm.
Let's see. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess seeing that Ursulim's managing to do something, I'll have the Steel Defender try and just punch some tendrils as well.
Okay.
And I guess I'll try shooting some alongside it.
Roll a hit with your hits. 19. A 19 will not hit.
Jesus.
How did I do this? For the Steel Defender. Oh, I think I clicked this.
22 will hit.
Ooh, how much damage did it do? That's been so long. It is 1d8 plus PP. Okay. So 7.
Okay.
7 force.
The Steel Defender and
Damage.
Felicity, they start blasting and punching at the tendrils as they come closer. On Olin's turn, again trying to maintain these defensive spells. They like dig their feet into the deck and again shout out, "Witness, you have no power. You have already slain my sister. You will not slay another." That's what Arlen does. And then you see everybody. Well, you feel it actually before you see it. Can all of you please make a strength saving throw as a gust of freezing cold wind blows across the deck of the ship, and I want to see you all if you can maintain your balance.
Everyone, okay.
Everyone, a hurricane force like freezing cold wind.
Total of 18.
Okay, so Aira and Roz, you are able to maintain your balance. Ursulim and Felicite, you get face planted as
Whoa!
this like frigid blast of cold air.
What about the defender?
Yeah, roll for the defender too.
If it's just gonna face plant, okay.
Just go dunk.
I like the idea that it's like teetering in the breeze,
Yeah.
and then it goes dunk. It wobbles a bit, dunk. It has a little nose that gets bent when it dunks. As everybody, you see in... I mean, even to you, Aira, the girl now looks pretty scary. He is in, like, the little creepy white dress, the whole, like, black hair over face, looks like Banshee or the Grudge combination therein, arms outstretched, screaming as this storm around him blasts into this spirit. And you, like, the spirit and the girl just get yeeted off the ship, and you can see, like, just them carrying away. You can see, like, the black mist like tendrils like snapping around trying to fight it, and the girl is like, this force is blasting into it, and you can see they just like keep going.
I go, yeah!
But like everybody saw the girl like that. That was like Grudge meets a Banshee is what like the girl looks like when trying to do harm.
Fuck, what's going on? Whoa.
What was that?
I turned to check to see if Owen's okay.
Olin like collapses down onto one knee, like very heavily breathing.
Are you okay?
Well, I will be fine momentarily.
How's everyone else?
Wrist
little
and
freaked
nose
out,
are
but-
shattered.
All right.
Good. I'm glad they listened. I'm glad he listened.
Olin like gets back to their feet, kind of like you can tell that they are exhausted. They look around and they see they can see everyone, and they're just like, "Oh, where are the others? Quick, we must check on them, make sure they're okay."
Right.
You can also like as like Olin's trying to hurry everyone to go and look. You can all see that the burns on Olin's neck and stuff, like they're properly deep burns. And you can also see that Olin is limping, but like is able to move and stuff like that.
We can deal with that after.
So going down to the room.
Before I go down, I go, woo! You go, girl!
Yeah, you can just see this like roiling storm just twisting and stuff into the distance, like back into the past. You also like can see that the force like going on is so intense that you can see that like clouds are starting to swirl and form around them. There's going to be one hell of a storm when it breaks.
Good.
All the natural energy is being drawn into them. So you find that Winnie is kind of locked in sleep, tossing and turning in her bed. Garn, even if Xander was having a horrible, accursed nightmare, just feel like you wouldn't be able to tell from the outside. Just like honk shoe, blowing little bubbles. And like inside is the worst nightmares you can imagine, but outside is just honk shoe, me 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 me.
When the cat treat bowl is empty.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no!
An empty food bowl.
Oh,
But yeah, Winnie is definitely tossing and turning.
That was a very powerful spirit,
very.
and it seemed to want you. Why?
It is called the Witness. It is not a face spirit you ever want to have to deal with. And I have had the whatever word you want to use of dealing with it for most of my life. But now we must rest. I will explain more about it tomorrow. Will one of you sit with your friend? They will wake, but it has the ability to affect your dreams. The pain that you would have woken up to. Sometimes it traps you. Whatever your friend is dealing with, it is not going to be pleasant, and having a comforting presence to wake up to will certainly make it easier. I apologize. I can only apologize that it was drawn here.
It's not your fault when something's pissed off at you. Well, and okay, maybe sometimes it is, but that mallet. We don't blame you, is what I'm trying to say. We blame it.
You're lucky you had me.
We absolutely are. Thank you,
Very
Era.
fortunate. I must rest.
I'll stay with Winnie. Everyone else go get more sleep. I don't need sleep yet.
Oh, I have an idea. I try speaking to Winnie, but inside her head. Just like, it's a nightmare. Not real. We're here. We're watching over you. You're going to be okay.
I would like you to make me a persuasion check. And
You got it.
Winnie, I would like you to make me a perception check.
Has the exhaustion hit yet? Because if I do have it, it's a disadvantage.
For this one, you wouldn't have disadvantage because this is still as you are in the dream. This isn't like you have. You've been running, but you haven't been running that long. Okay.
Finally, get the first roll I get above a 10.
A 19.
With 19, yeah. So Winnie, even as you're running, you get the only hope that you have is you can feel that there is like your friends are there, and you know that
Papa?
this will be over. But like it's still terrifying in the moment, but like you have a glimmer of hope.
Okay.
So, who else is still out?
It's just gone.
Oh,
Sorry, just Xander, but Xander is.
And
what about
Enki.
Enki?
Oh yeah, Enki. How would
Wow.
Enki
Tossing
be?
and turning.
Can't believe I forgot about Enki.
I don't freaking know what Enki. I feel like Enki's too old to be like tossing and turning.
He's
Oh fuck, he's
no,
dead.
the night
Probably, yeah, he probably would just look dead.
the nightmares of when you're going to scribe but there's no ink.
No.
Ah.
Well, can at least check his vitals, because if he is having a
Oh yeah.
bad nightmare, he's probably gonna have like an elevated heart rate or something.
Yeah, it goes from 1 beat a minute to 2 beats a minute.
Holy shit!
I think he seems
Oh,
alright.
yeah.
It's practically frolicking.
This may have
Practically
restored
frolicking.
This may have restored some of his vigor.
Right.
Getting the
He might
blood
come out of this
pumping again.
stronger. Look, his hair is turning darker. That may be because it's darker.
Yeah, there's like just a shadow over his
Yeah.
head.
A 100% increase in their heart rate.
That's how intense it is.
It's fine, we
Hmm.
all do that when we exercise.
Olin
Right.
will go to their room. That's what they'll do.
All right.
Is
Ne-
anyone wanting to continue the watch?
Feels like that would be prudent after all of this, but it also feels like if anything's been trying to come after us and saw it too, whatever those were going off to fight over there, that maybe this ship is worth leaving alone. But
Yeah,
that also,
probably.
but who wants to take that chance? No, Ross will do a watch.
I
Um,
should continue my duties and attend to Olin.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Olin's room.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Do you knock on the door?
Probably.
Okay.
I
You don't hear
gently
a
caress the door.
Oh my god! You don't hear a response
Oh,
from the other
no.
side.
Can I like quietly open the door and take a peek if everything's okay?
Yeah, you look inside. You can see that there is all of the two internal walls. They are just bookcases filled with books. The rest of the wall, like the window, the outer wall, that is just covered with pictures of people. Most of them are elves, but you can see other people there too. Like you can see that there's some tabaxi and things like that. The rest of the room, you can see that there's a bed in the middle. It is unused. Nobody is sleeping in it. And everything is very neatly put away in this room. There is no obvious presence of Olin in it.
Ah, shit. I'll
Would you?
return to the deck and be like, "Do anyone see where? Oh no, Olin went." Although I should probably have a look around the room first.
Yeah. Do you want to do an
Just in more
investigation or a
detail.
perception?
Yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah, do an investigation.
Let's do that. Did you say or perception?
Perception or investigation, yes. With a 12, you are able to find that there is a tiny model on one of the shelves by the bookcases of a door. Like a little, 6-inch high model of a door.
I gently tap it in a knocking manner.
You don't hear anything from the other side.
Can I open it and look through?
So you open the tiny door, but it's just air on the other side. Like, it's just the other side of the bookcase. You don't see anything on the inside of the door. Would you like to do an Arcana check?
Sure. That's another skill I've got.
With a 21?
Yes.
Okay, so with a 21, this is a very magical object. It clearly contains a very specific spell. And with a 21, you will know that it contains Magnificent Mansion, this spell.
Oh,
Oh, that's a nice spell.
that sounds fun.
This little object, yeah, has a Magnificent Mansion in it. How's the hammock treating you?
What?
Well, you're sleeping on a hammock, aren't you?
Oh,
On the boat.
yeah. Sorry, I think I haven't. I don't know if I actually spent a night on this thing in the campaign.
Yeah.
As in me personally, not as. But well, that's nice. Glad that they've worked so hard on this. Well, that probably means they're fine. They're probably having a better time of it than I am. I'll just leave. Fuck 'em.
Wow, that's your boss that you're talking about there.
I said that
Wow.
very quietly.
All the pictures on the wall look at you.
Oh shit.
Sure.
No, just kidding. Oh, actually, because you did get. There is a couple of books that are on their desk that they are in the process of reading.
Oh. Now, Ursulum came in here to help his lord, not spy on his lord, or whatever.
Okay, that's
Olin
fine.
is to him.
Oh,
And
win in
so,
Rome.
I think for RP purposes, Olin is not. Not Olin. I'm not Olin. Wayrin is another character. Fuck's sake. Ursulum is not.
Oh
Who
no.
am I?
I've lost my mind. This must be for breaking my nose. I don't recognize myself. My other character was a dwarf. That would make sense. They have big noses. Anyway. Yeah, Ursulum is not about to start spying on his boss. So,
Very fair.
off I go.
Okay, off you pop. Okay.
Pop off.
Does anyone else want to do anything this fine evening before you rest for your final day of travel?
Have I woken up?
Oh, well, you'll wake up in the morning, but
Okay.
if there was anything anyone else was doing at night, but I don't think there is, so.
Apart from the watch, no.
Okay, then, so during the night, you will see that, eventually, probably like 2-3 hours later, and this is, at this point, miles from you, you can't see if the fight is still going on. It's too far away, but you sure can see that over the flippin' this whole area, there's like the only way I can describe it is a winter hurricane forming. You can see a vortex, like you can see it is the most insane storm you've ever seen in your life.
I hope that the dwarves got out of there.
Well,
Some say the fight's still going to this day.
If
Which
the,
isn't much of
uh,
a statement because it's been less than a day.
if the SS discouragement from Aldok didn't drive those dragons away, I imagine that storm would have him seeking shelter.
But come the morning,
True.
everybody will wake up, including a very, very, very tired Winnie, but also we all need another roll.
I feel like we've already heard what the weather's like.
Well, the weather's like up there. I want to know which direction this storm is going, is basically what I want someone to do.
I'll roll it.
Because this is one of those rare instances where the weather is very much determined, and you're now going to roll whether or not it's going to come towards you. It's definitely coming towards you.
6.
Absolutely, it's coming
Yes!
towards you.
Of course it is.
Okay,
Better
but
speed up then.
before that
Let's check to
happens,
see if we're okay.
Winnie does wake up from horrible nightmare.
Do we have like the end scene of the nightmare where it's like, oh, just about to get you, and then you finally wake up?
Honestly, I don't think that it's even like that. I think it's like Winnie does in the dream think she's died. Like or something, like she's like running so much she doesn't even see a cliff and she just like runs off the cliff. Like something like that. Like it's the
Right.
worst
You
nightmare
think you're
you could
gonna
imagine.
die,
It's not a
and then you
nightmare
wake
that has a
up.
happy ending.
That falling
yo.
sensation when you wake up.
Because I was out with Winnie saying, "You're awake. You okay?
Where am I?
You're on the ship. Don't worry." Just the nonsense went down.
I'm gonna break down crying. The shadows! They were back for me.
No.
I couldn't get away.
Oh. It's okay. Don't worry. The girl chased it off.
Did?
Yeah.
I trying to have her calm down a bit. She's trying to at least.
I pat her on the head.
Rosalind walks into the room where this is happening, hangs up
Winnie
his hat,
just-
looks inside, and immediately turns around, picks up his hat, and walks out again. I'm not handling this.
you pat her head and she just hugs you. She just cries and hugs you. I thought I was dead. Again.
Well, you're not.
Again.
You were only asleep. It was only a dream.
It was horrible. What? Is everyone else okay?
Is anyone else awake? And
I mean, Erzalim's
Okay.
awake.
you know what I mean? Like out the other two. Are
Enki
they
will...
are they in this room, or is this a separate
It was
room
just
from
you.
It was
It's just me
you.
and you in there. Okay.
No, this is one of the bedrooms.
Okay. Like, yes, it's like Enki and Xander were still out last I saw. I don't know if they're awake yet.
What happened?
There was a big shadow thing, not shadow, more darkness that enveloped and was trying to get all in. But I got the girl to come and help and chase it away. It was some other Fae thing. I don't know.
Oh God. Olin, okay?
I think so. They looked hurt, but they're still alive.
When he tries to sit up and just feels like the exhaustion hit her and just, whoa. I want to see everyone.
Come on, I'll help you. I help her out.
When he, yeah, you notice Winnie can only walk half the speed she normally could.
So everyone else, you're able to wake up as well. Roz,
Yes.
when you wake up, you feel a compulsion to check on your special coin that you got.
All right, pull it out and have a look.
You feeling lucky?
The front of it, the thumbs up, is now. Oh, sorry. The thumbs down that was is now back to being a thumbs up and looks bigger, like than it was
Sorry,
before.
Oh, no.
the thumb on it is larger.
Yeah, the thumb on it looks like it's a bigger thumbs up than it was before.
Okay.
It got
It's
stung
like
by a
the
bee and it's swollen.
emoji.
Yeah, and on the
Like
other
the thumb
side,
itself just swollen.
the
Mhm.
other side, you can see that the God of Curiosity is now. They've put their tea down. They're sitting in the chair. They have their hands in a V under their chin with their head to one side, and their elbows are on their knees, and they are looking out of the coin, just like with a big smile on their face.
Go fucking.
So, if I were to write this down, which I am, one might say that he looks quite amused.
Very amused.
Very amused. I am very amused. Fantastic.
Hey,
And
Hog,
I'm marking
is
the thumbs up as a size 2.
Size 2 thumbs up, yes, definitely.
Size
Sarah?
two.
what does the God of Curiosity wear?
Oh. Well, when you
Curious
saw
clothing.
when you saw
I-
them before, they have a big top hat. They
Mhm,
have
mhm,
puffling pants, which are the puffy
mhm.
trousers that
Yeah,
go through
yeah,
knees. They
yeah.
have very long tights, a very beautifully complicated doublet, and it's all bright pinks, purples, greens, yellows. It's all bright colors.
I just
Okay,
assumed that
yeah.
he was more or less dressed up like Colin Baker's doctor.
Do they have a monocle?
Not wrong.
Because, like, the first thought I had when you were describing that was the Monopoly Man.
Well, so the top hat isn't like that. The top hat is, it's like stripy and
Okay.
it's like a comedy top hat. It's not like a serious top hat.
They're
Would
like
you say
Shadora.
it's sort of like it goes in and comes out at the top?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Does he have a little goatee?
Yeah. He has a little
Yeah.
goatee and then like a
Yeah.
little freaking crappy mustache too.
Mm-hmm.
Meow, meow.
Bram.
Definitely not
Well-
looking at a picture of Mephisto or anything.
Looking at the side of the coin with the entirely amused face, just like, "Huh. I hope you enjoyed that." Before I pocket it again.
He's having a lovely time. He knew he didn't make a mistake.
Mm.
Okay. After probably once you've all been up for about an hour, Olin will come out of their room. They are carrying their. So you didn't see this before because they didn't have it before, but they are carrying their staff, like their badge of office. It's a very ornate and beautiful twisting wooden staff with a very unusual crystal at the top that someone can do an Arcana check if they want to try and work out what it is. But
I will.
they walk around with their staff all
Mm.
day, and if you wish to do an insight on Olin, you're also welcome to do so.
I don't know what it is.
I'm doing an Arcana, but because of exhaustion, I'm pretty sure it's disadvantage. Hang on.
I think it is too.
exhaustion, level 1 exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks. So yeah.
What about
6. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not familiar with which crystal it is. Yeah. But if anyone wants to do an insight check on All In too, because they also now have their scarf back on, and they have their scarf all the way around their neck, so you can't see any injury that they did have.
Yep.
With a 19,
Really?
easy peasy. 21, yeah.
Definitely.
17.
Orlim is
Where's Lim?
fine.
Aslam, you can't. You refuse to see your Lord Rector in an injured state. You simply just cannot accept the possibility that they could be injured. Olin is walking with the staff to mask that they still have quite a severe limp. But they are doing a very good job of masking it. So, like, you
And
rolled
to
very
Ursula,
hard.
it's like, oh, just walking normally with the staff.
Yeah, just showing off their badge of office. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand what the problem is.
But they are very clearly not wanting any injuries that they have to be known. Is the point.
While this is happening, I'll go check on Inky.
Enki Yankee's awake. Writes down horrible nightmare.
Are you alright?
I had the worst dream I've had in years. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible, terrible things.
Yes, a very powerful entity attacked the ship in the night.
But you were able to disperse it, banish it. Oh, this needs to be written down. Where's my paper? And you see him like patting around trying to get his paper, and he starts.
Is he out on the deck area?
No, I assume he's just like in his hammock or whatever, where everyone left
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And he's just
I was
like,
just gonna be like, if he was, I was just gonna point towards the storm.
oh yeah, I mean he'll come out. You can point to the store. Oh, that is a very unusual weather. When are we expected to arrive?
One day?
So, about a day's journey, I think.
Oh,
I go, don't worry, that's just the girl.
I'm afraid I'm going to worry. Storms don't do
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
That's just the aftermath of the girl helping us. It's fine, don't worry.
Okay. You can
Get,
also see.
get some food in you first,
okay.
and then and then we'll then we can fill you in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to get filled in detail too.
Yeah.
Yeah, whilst you are all like sharing all the details with everybody, Olin is on deck, and you can see that Olin is has got the unseen servants to cast more sail, so the ship is quite dramatically picking up speed, especially with the favorable winds now blowing from behind the ship.
Oh gosh.
It's
Yeah,
great.
fair enough.
So, with a bit of luck, Olin will be able to get you to Haliashnar before a snow hurricane hits you. A snurrican.
Snurrican. And it'll just hit Haliashnar. Lovely.
It'll just hit Haliashnar.
Ah,
is it?
we're gonna land. It's gonna be a snurrican. No.
Great.
It's lovely,
I'll
lovely.
be able to smell a thing.
It's just a snurrican.
So yeah, you are all able to. Hang on. Sorry, 1 second before we carry on. Gwen, what are the seagulls doing up by you?
Being
Hog,
assholes.
we don't judge the seagulls.
We don't talk about the midnight seagulls.
We don't talk about the midnight seagulls. The seagulls do what seagulls want.
Why
We
the
just exist.
why the fuck are the seagulls awake at
Look,
nearly midnight?
Seagulls around here are different. Like, you don't question them.
Oh my god.
Like, if you want some fey creatures, those are some fucking fey creatures.
The seagulls.
Yeah, fair enough.
Honestly, yeah, seagulls are. I miss seagulls quite a lot. They're not anywhere near as good
I'm
around here.
looking forward to
I
visiting.
don't miss seagulls, Hog.
I also miss pigeons a lot.
Pigeons fair.
I don't miss either of those, as there's plenty here.
Well, seagulls
Less
here aren't
so
anywhere near
since
as
the
good.
Falcons moved in.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just deal with magpies and swooping season where they cut your face.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything anyone wishes to do during the day, or we will scoot our way to Haliashna in the evening?
I will hear everything that happened and then fucking go lie down because I am exhausted.
Yep, that's very, very fair.
Nothing to do with D&D. Actually, technically, I think there's a storm coming in, which is why they're coming in now.
Fair enough. Midnight seagulls are allowed if there's a storm coming in.
Wow, it's Gwyn's actually on the ship right now.
Yeah.
They're seagulls.
Yeah. Roz would check with Olin privately and ask if they require any healing.
Olin will very politely refuse, as any injuries that they have are not ones that can be healed by magic.
That's fair.
They can only be healed by time.
And therapy. It's
Mostly time.
Yeah, it seems like the damage done by the witness was already done.
Oh, I've got something.
Also,
to
privately inform them of when they drop their guard at the house. Just tell them I saw. I don't know, but you're cool, so I'm cool.
I appreciate your
Discretion is the word.
Yes, discretion.
As far as I'm concerned, you're a friend, and that's all that matters.
I am very grateful that you were all here this day. I fear it would have been very different had you not been.
I think you're right. Just glad to be able to help. Oh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Olin is very, very grateful for this. At some point during the day as well, Olin will gather you all to tell you, because you did ask what the witness was. And it is a massive, massive story. So the TLDR version is Olin, when they were very young, when they were still an apprentice, encountered the witness then, which you can do an insight check on this afterwards, but they say that the witness inhabited their mind for a time, and very bad things occurred until they were eventually able to expel them from their mind. And they've been hunting them ever since. That's what they tell you. But you can do insight if you want to find out whether or not there's more to it than what they're willing to tell you.
Nope.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, it was almost that 20.
Oh.
17.
Disadvantage. I was about to say disadvantage sucks, but I still only rolled a 3 and a 4.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you get?
Can I have an advantage? Because I know there's some things about Alan.
In this regard, no. This is a
Damn
separate
it!
book. Yours was 17. Sorry, Roz.
Yeah. 17.
With a 17, so everybody else, you're just like, yeah, this story's fine. This checks out. A spirit you've been dealing with your entire life, like, that checks out. You're possessed. Whatever. Roz, you do get the sense that there is quite a lot more to this story, but they are very unwilling to talk about it. Like, they probably don't talk about it with anybody, but they don't want to talk about it in addition to it. They just want to give you information on what the witness is and why it's a problem.
Fair enough. Roz will keep that to himself, out of respect, of course, and leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay. So, we are going to be arriving at Haliash now. So I'll do that, and that's what we will end when we arrive at Haliash now. But it's the evening, so it's pretty great. So the ship, as it is coming along, you arrive. Well, you can see this for a good amount of time before you get there. The valley of the Vale of Hulk is very, very flat, and it very suddenly rises to a rocky escarpment protruding from the foothills of the Haliash Mountains. So you can see these mountains stretching all the way along the horizon. You can see that there are lakes in these mountains too, and that there are forests covering the whole thing. But this escarpment that comes out of the mountains, you can see there is a city built on that. You can see that there are waterfalls that cascade on it. It's like the cliff face is a mile high, and you can see that there is an enormous staircase cut into it, going all the way up to the top, which the road is. There is some farmsteads at the bottom and stuff. But this city, the city of Haliash now, you can see that there are rivers that flow through it. There's canals that have been cut through. One half of the city is built on what looks like a series of lakes with enormous waterfalls that cascade off the side. There's dozens of rivers that flow around it. It's a very pretty place. It's entirely walled. You can see that it is packed with buildings. Like, this is, for Era, this is the biggest city you've ever seen. For Felicite, this is definitely the biggest city you've ever seen. Like, you growing up in Mullane, this is far bigger than any city in Mullane. Like, to a magnitude of 10. Adrissia was normal sized for you. For obviously everyone who's from Haliash now, For Ursuline, it's apparently Birmingham and you hate it.
I guess that's nothing to do with Birmingham.
Yeah. And you can see that Olin brings the ship towards the these enormous towers in this district, or one of the islands to the east of the city. And the ship docks there. And I will very quickly just let you see the map. Come on along, everybody.
Map.
And I did start labeling it. There we go. Has everyone moved
That's
up?
a big city.
Mm-hmm.
Why is... Come on, there we go, Gwen. Why were you the only one left behind, Gwen?
My thing's slow.
Oh, okay. So, welcome to the city of Haliashna. I should put... Where's the boat token? Did Garn make one for it? Garn did. Why does it have vision on this thing? Hang on. Configure. Why
Boat
is
has vision?
Got an Avenger here?
So that is where you dock. You are at this island here in the diplomatic quarter.
Oh.
And you can also see when you arrive there are other ships. But I will do tomorrow, once we actually do the intro, you will get a much fuller description of all of the amazing districts and all things in this. But that is what the outside of Haliashna looks like.
Is this diplomatic quarter alone like the size of Adrissia?
Honestly, kinda, yeah. It's a little bit
At a
smaller.
glance, it's about maybe like 3/4.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 kind of thing. Like, these structures
Okay.
are enormous.
Oh my.
What?
Oh, no, it just that's a big city.
Yeah, Haliashnar is
We've gone to New York.
the second largest city in Jellinjaya.
Second.
Yeah, well, the largest city in this area is Cycleopolis, but that's because it's a city of approximately 25 million
the
people.
flying city.
This is a city of at least 1 million people. But there we are. That is where we are going to end today, everybody. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, Hog.
Thanks for running.
And we
Yeah,
will be at Haliashnar
it was fun.
next time.
I get to see Mom and Dad.
Well,
Don't you dare.
I bought a present.
we'll see.
I bought a
Yeah, a
present.
present
It's
of
a
a-
blizzard.
A blizzard.
No,
Brought
it's
a
a
hurricane.
snurrican.
A
Snurrican.
Snurrican.
Yep. But I'm gonna go do the raid and outro and all the rest of it. So thank you all so much. Thank you, and we'll see everybody next week. Yes, because it's the 30th that a bunch of people aren't here for TwitchCon. We probably will
Right.
just end up canceling TwitchCon because I think lots of people are going.
Yeah, cancel TwitchCon.
We're canceling
We're
TwitchCon.
Oh my
canceling
God.
TwitchCon.
I,
for-
Hogmatics,
for
hereby
D&D.
cancel TwitchCon for D&D reasons. Take that,
Good.
Twitch.
Great, I'll go and see the Gundam statue.
Okay.
Fucking got 'em.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. Okay. Well, there we go. We made it to Haliashnar, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a nice time. There was lots of spookies going on. There's lots of plots being introduced. The plot thickens. I haven't forgotten anything I have to do. Thank you. Extra session that way. Excellent. Yeah, see? I'm glad I have the power to do that. We are going to go find someone to raid. We go Fall Guys or Lollip. Lollip's playing the long drive, which Shark Dog got for me. I think that's the right. No, Pacific Drive is the one. I don't actually know that. Should we raid Lollip or Ninma? Ninma or Lollip? We haven't raided Ninma in a bit. We're gonna raid Ninma for some Fall Guys. Here are some raid messages for you all. And do not forget the VOD should be up by tomorrow at the latest, but it should be up later today. If you want to go back and watch any of that. And I'll be live again tomorrow, as per usual, and then we'll be live for D&D next Saturday, which will be just before my birthday, which will be Pog. Actually, it'll be the day before my birthday, I'm pretty sure. So that's fun. That's exciting. But thank you all so much. You're all amazing. Bye, everybody. Have yourselves a lovely time. Bye. TTFN. No, did I say Saturday? I'm sorry, Poke. I meant Sunday. Not Saturday. It's the 16th is when it should be. Thank you, Jade. Thank you. I haven't changed the schedule, Poke. Don't worry, I'm just talking nonsense. Yeah. It's the right schedule. I'm just an idiot. Bye. Make sure you post the clip, Jade, in the clips channel, and I'll watch it in a little minute. Bye. Goodbye.